Welcome to the 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate National Championships in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. That's A7. This is USA Powerlifting. This is a blood sport. If you want.
Good morning and welcome to the 2024 USAPL Collegiate Nationals. We are currently on day 2 of 4, located just south of Atlanta, Georgia in College Park, Georgia. My name is Benjamin Quach, and today with me I have Cassidy Robitello. Did I pronounce it right?
You did not, but it's okay. Hi, my name is Cassidy Rotolo. I am happy to be commentating for us today for the 67s, Raw and Equipped. We're going to have a fun and exciting day today, and we should be seeing some phenomenal performances here on the platform.
Can't wait. What are some names that we should be looking out for today?
I can cover Raw. So we have some of the top 5 QTs that I saw here is Janie Kovac, I'm not sure, forgive me if I pronounced that incorrectly. Jennifer Benavides, she recently did switch from Equipped to Raw, just to note that. Haley Clayton, Hannah Peterson, and Juliet Hartman, and those are some of the top 5 Raw.
And then for our top 5 Equipped, look out for Lauren Pimento, Juliana Perez, Savannah York, Zakaria Clark, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and Tansy Vordonis. It's going to be an exciting day. Can't wait.
Just some names to watch out for, but, you know, anything can happen today. Should be seeing some phenomenal lifts out here.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, Cassidy, you know, I go through this with most of my guests. Do you want to go dive into some of your powerlifting experience?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I've been powerlifting for roughly around 2 years, and in USAPL I've been in it for a couple meets here. Have quite a bit of performances under my belt, so feeling good about my performances I've put up so far and really excited about my training right now. You know, I did Collegiate Nationals last year, so that was a really fun meet for me. So I'm excited to come back. I'm no longer a collegiate athlete, but coming back and seeing all the collegiate athletes today is going to be really exciting for me to watch and kind of put me back into nostalgia, if you will.
Some nostalgia that is... Sorry. Please take a moment with us, a moment of silence for the Pledge of Allegiance. And let the lifting begin. So we had an exciting day 1 yesterday, filled with lots of heavy lifts across the board. A couple American records broken. I expect to see plenty more. I just checked Janae's page, and her opener is going to break the American record.
On deadlift?
On deadlift.
On deadlift, okay. I do believe, I think I saw on her page she had a 500 deadlift PR around March, so that will be exciting to watch her deadlift today.
All right. And then to start us off on platform 1, we have Angelina with 100 keys. Platform 2, we have Sydney with 87.5. Platform 3, Aaron with 100, and Platform 4 with another different Aaron with 97.5.
Easy opener for Sydney here on platform 2. And that is a good lift. Now, Ben, can you cover for me what constitutes as a good lift?
So with a good lift, what we're looking for is appropriate squat depth from all sides, even from the center, and for the waist to break the top of your knee parallel.
All right, some more good lifts here on platform 1. On to Allison with her opener of 105 keys. Rachel on platform 3, opening also with 105. Aaron on platform 4 at 97.5. Easy opener. All white lights.
And a solid opener from Angela on platform 2. Now, something to note here, a lot of these openers are around the same mark. I'm expecting to see some tight competition from the middle of the pack. But we'll start to see it deviate a little bit more as we go later in the day. And we have Amberlyn on platform 4 as a guest lifter, and starting out with 97.5.
Now, Ben, what does that mean when someone is a guest lifter?
So when they're a guest lifter, it could mean a multitude of things, but for Tay, it's going to mean that they unfortunately did not make weight. And when that happens, they can not go for any records, and they also do not provide any points for their team if they score a podium today.
Platform 2, we have Ariana with 100 keys opening. And that is 3 white lights.
And as you can see showing up on the board, we have the rankings for the women's raw so far. We have UTSA and Texas A&M tied up for first, with Midland and UC Irvine coming up with second and third. The competition is really tight right now. So expect to see a lot of lifters, especially from the Aggies and from UTSA today. Can't forget to mention some heavy hitters from Midland and UC Irvine as well, especially from Jennifer Benavides, switching over from equipped to raw. Hannah getting set with 105 keys on her back on platform 2. And a solid squat from her. She's on the board.
Anara on platform 3 with 2 white lights. Now, in order to get a good lift, you need to have at least 2 white lights. If you do get 1 white light and there's 2 red lights, you can contest the lift. There is a jury back there.
And that is correct. And you can only do this at the national stage.
Yep. On platform 3, we have Rachel opening up with 107.5 keys.
We have Brooklyn on platform 2 with a bit of a grinder with 105.
You can tell she has a little bit more of a narrow squat, so I want to kind of touch on squat stance and how that can be different lifter to lifter.
I know for sure within the women's category, they can get pretty narrow. The more narrow you get, the more quad dominant you are, for sure. But you'll see, I know for sure, yesterday I saw a couple women with incredibly sumo stance. like a
Okay.
David Wilson sumo stance.
Okay, that's different seeing at a woman. Okay.
Yeah, but that's going to use more of your adductors there. But one thing to note is that I know that I don't know about you, but it's very common for a lot of women lifters that I know personally to squat very narrow.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
I know a few lifters who squat narrow. I personally, I can't squat that narrow, but I do squat more narrow than, I guess, most lifters. But pretty comfortable for me personally, but every person's going to be different, whether it's a narrow stance or a wide stance, whatever is comfortable for you and your anatomy here.
Yeah, and then there's also a difference. You'll see that a couple lifters will wear heels or flats. I know I saw a couple Converses out there and a couple Notorious Lifts and Avancuses. But one thing noted on is that it depends on the mobility, right, of the lifter. I know, are those some dunks? So a little bit of drip, sprinkling a little bit of drip on platform 2 with Sarah.
Oh, we have our first equipped lifter here on platform 4, opening up with 150 keys. Now with equipped lifting, it's going to look a little bit different than raw lifting. You can see on her knee sleeves, it looks like they're wrapped almost. And the singlet is a little bit different. It's more like a suit, a little bit tighter. And that is an easy opener for her. 3 white rights.
And that suit is a 2-person job to get on.
Yes.
I've seen people where they're hanging off the barbell in the weight or in the back room trying to get that suit on.
I've noticed the same thing. I don't know how you get into that. And even with knee sleeves sometimes, you can take a crew.
For sure. I know you know from personal experience, it takes a crew to take them off.
Yeah, for sure. Even sometimes with inserts. I have to have some people to help take my inserts off.
Here's Mel on platform 4 with 155 keys on her back. Bit of a slower walkout, but that's fine. And then you'll see with, I've noticed this more in equipped lifters, their strategy in lifting tends to be a lot slower. So they tend to hit more that 80 to 90% range on their first to second attempts.
Right.
And then go for those PRs or those really big jumps towards the.
Sometimes their PRs look easy.
Yeah,
spring out of the
incredibly
hole.
easy. Now you may think because they're wearing a suit, it's going to add a whole lot of keys, but really that's not the case. It does take a good amount of strength from your quads and all the other muscles you use to squat. It's just that squat or that suit really helps you bounce right out of that hole.
Okay, all right. I'm so sorry.
All right, over here on platform 1, we have Christina from Ohio State, the Ohio State University.
The
Ohio,
OSU.
opening with 127.5.
On platform 3, we have Annabelle with 132.5 keys, and we're just about done with the first attempts of Flight A.
Making easy work of 127.5 for Christina, 3 white lights. Platform 2, we did have 2 reds, so that will be a no lift. So one thing about when you're making your attempts is you got to get 1 lift on your squat in order to be in the meet. If you do not, you unfortunately are out of the meet. But you have 3 attempts, so get one of them. I believe in you. I indeed also almost bombed out last year on depth, so I can understand the mentality of that going into your 3rd attempt with not a squat on the board. So if you're in that position, just dial in, lock in, do whatever you can, and make it count.
Yeah. You know, and like, especially if this is your first national level meet, it can get really stressful, right? So when those misses start adding on, it gets a little taxing, right? I noticed you saying like, you know, getting dialed in, getting locked in, but like, there's a rut that you have to get past. It's
Yeah.
not like getting dialed in and locked in. It's so easy to say, but like,
Right.
what do you do personally to like get there? You know?
So for me last year specifically, I remember I had some like rap music and I was like hyped up. I went out for my first attempt, didn't get it, and okay, I was like, okay, let me go listen, let me get more dialed in, you know. Didn't get my second attempt, then I was like, okay, something has to change. I was like, I did not come here all the way to Texas because this was in Arlington, Texas last year in 2023, as I did not travel all this way to bomb out and not put up a total. So I went back in the warm-up room, I turned on some like sleeping, relaxing music, and with my coach at the time, he said, go sit in the corner and I will call you over the minute you have to go out there. And you know, it just kind of switch. You have to flip into your first. If a lot of these lifters out here, it's their first nationals meet, and that can be very nerve-wracking, especially when going into your first squats. You know, you might cut depth because you're just nervous, and you know that's just coming to national platform and just holding you to a high standard. So when you come here to nationals, just take it lift by lift. That's my biggest piece of advice: is focus on the lift at hand. You're going in for your first squat. Focus on that. Don't focus on bench, deadlift. Don't focus on your third attempt squat. Focus on getting on the board, and then you can focus on your second attempt later.
So wise. That is really great advice, actually. So we're moving on to our second attempts on platforms 1, 2, and 3, with Sydney topping our board at 97.5 keys on platform 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, platform 2.
Platform 1, we have Angelina with 107.5 second attempt. Makes easy work of there. Let's see what the judges say. 2 reds. Might have cut it a little bit on depth, but you know, I think she sinks it on her third, she'll get it.
Yeah, that wide sumo stance we saw with the heels, you know, and it works, right?
And then opposite over here on platform 3, we have a narrow stance with heels.
But you can tell, like, with depth, you really have to sink it, especially with the strict judging at nationals.
Right.
Like, we've already saw it previously with a couple lifters earlier, where like you're saying they were cutting depth. Maybe it's because of the nerves, or maybe it's because of the tech. But the judges, they won't give you any slack.
Yeah. So when you're in training, make sure you're training to comp standards. That way, when you come to the platform, you're not surprised. It looks like we have a high bar lifter here on platform 2. So one thing about squats is you can go into a high bar or a low bar stance. Me personally, I do a low bar stance. That is most comfortable for me. What about you, Ben?
Low bar for sure for me, but I know when I first started out, I was going with that gym bro high bar. but I did brought my butt to death, all the way to the grass. So I made sure. I didn't want to be one of those calf squatters.
All right, here on platform 3 we have Rachel with 112.5 for second attempt.
And then on platform 2 we have 105 keys with Ariana from Michigan State.
Nice second attempt. Now you'll notice here on second attempts, they might look slightly more challenging than your opener, because typically on your opener you want them to be relatively easy. I would say RP like 6 tops, and also maybe for your second attempt, maybe RP 7.5. Third attempt, maybe RP 8.5, 9, or if you're really trying to PR, I guess RP 10. Me personally, I will kind of cap my third attempts around RP 8, maybe, because my squats affect my deadlifts, so I kind of try to keep my energy there conserved a little bit.
I like what you're going for here. I think especially if you do the taper right, I think the second attempt is your PR match, and then third attempt is where you get either 2.5 or 10 if we're going crazy keys over your PR. And then let's talk about the taper a little bit. I know a lot of these lifters are coming out of state, and they're flying in. I know a couple people actually drove in. That's got to be a long couple of hours. But, you know, how was the taper process for you in Texas?
I remember last year when I had my taper, I actually benched the day before I competed because I'm someone who has a high arch bench, which we will kind of touch on a little bit of bench tech when we get to the bench portion of this event. But I am someone, I have to have frequency with bench, so I was benching the day before my meet.
Wow. I know I saw a couple people at the local gym, DNA Strength. None of our lifters today, but, you know, some surprise guests I was not expecting.
Yeah.
A bit of a grinder from Hannah, but she gets it up on platform 2.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a grinder on second attempt. She might, I would say, go for maybe a 2.5 kg jump.
But that miss for her opener's got to eat at her for sure.
On platform 3, we have Madison, second attempt of 115, narrow stance. Ooh.
She gets it up though, quite the grind.
2 white lights.
And as you were saying, it passes. 2 out of 3 is what we're looking for here.
Yep. And you also notice here on platform 3, the spotters and loaders moving in the uprights. And then maybe on platform 1, you see the uprights more straight and parallel as opposed to kind of coming in. So as a lifter, you can change the position of your uprights to have them be more coming in if you have a little bit more of a narrow grip and you don't want to clip the uprights. So that is an option lifters have, is to change the upright position.
Yeah, it's completely subjective to the lifter. As you were saying, you can tell for some of the narrower squatters, they had to bring the uprights in. But I think for me personally, it just might be a thing now. I might have to start doing it.
Am I gonna start doing it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been clipping the rack too much recently.
I do too. Sometimes just positioning of the bar being too close to one side, just clip it.
And a great catch from our spotters and loaders on platform 4. These guys are doing a huge amount of work here. Not only are they changing the weight as quickly as possible, just so lifts go smoothly, but they're also there to watch out for our lifters and make sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, thank you to spotters and loaders. They are the reason this event is also happening, keeping it going fast and keeping us safe.
Amazing second attempt from Olivia. The judges love it as well. I think she's marching on over to around the 130, 135 territory for sure today.
Yeah. Platform 3, we have Mavade. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. 3 white lights.
And I think that's our first international singlet too.
Oh.
It was the Norway singlet.
Nice.
And we do have a stacked roster today in the 67.5s. I don't know if you've noticed, but on all 4 platforms, it's going to be 67.5 kilo women lifters, actually, and across the raw and equipped categories. Amazing squat from Joelle on platform 2.
Oh, we're seeing our first 160 squat from Mel in the equipped category on platform 4.
Annabelle taking a step back at 132.5 on platform 3. Let's see if she gets it. It's a good squat. She's on the board.
She's in the meet, guys. Ava on platform 2, retaking 120. Hoping to get her in the meet on the board.
A fast squat from Mel on platform 4. 160 is no easy feat.
All right, let's see what they're to say. All right, Ava, like I was saying earlier, for this third attempt, just got to lock in, and I believe in you. You got this.
And then let's tap into what happens if they go 0 for 3 on squats here. What happens then?
So if they go 0 for 3 on squats, they unfortunately do bomb out and they are no longer in the meet. You can compete as a guest lifter, and I would say if you came all this way, finish the meet, have fun, continue the day, but you cannot put up a total. So if you're planning on using CNATs today to qualify for Raw Nats later this September in Salt Lake City, Utah, you unfortunately cannot do that today, but I would say just finish out the meet. You prepped for this for how many months, and just finish out the day.
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, taking the experience, right? You came all this way, as you're saying, but you're also competing with top-level athletes across the nation, I think it's a make some friends moment as well.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also very much a privilege to be on this platform here today. Many people were not able to make it to CNATs and not getting the QT, so, just appreciate the fact that you came here, you hit the QT to come, so just have fun the rest of the day.
Yeah.
All right, platform 4. We have
Michaela from BMC with 160 keys on her back. A nice controlled squat.
something I
pops
love
right back
about
up.
equipped lifters is the spring they have out of the hole. It's
Yeah.
so satisfying to watch.
Mm-hmm. It's almost effortless, right?
Here on platform 2, we have Eleanor. You can kind of see the bar positioning a little bit quite low on her rear delts, kind of giving off that French style of low bar.
It's definitely what we mean by French style. It's common with the French national team, so they'll definitely go for a little bit under the rear delts, but they kind of create more of a table on their back when they squat, I'd say. But as they say, if it works, it works. Obviously, she got 3 white lights out of that, or 2 out of 3, I believe.
Platform 4, you have Ashley with 165 in the equipped category. Easy second attempt. 3 white lights.
All right.
Platform 1, we have Alexa with 155. Solid second attempt.
Platform 2, we have Sydney back out with 102.5. A little bit of a grinder. She gets it up, though.
Typically what a third attempt looks like. It's a little bit of a grinder, but very satisfying to watch. And coming off that platform on third attempt, hitting something, a meet PR, very exciting to see.
Yeah. And then you also leave plenty of room in the tank for the future lifts down the road.
Correct.
And so we are moving through these lifts pretty fast, I'd say. Platforms 1, 2, and 3 on their third attempts, while platform 4 is just about wrapped up with their second attempts. We have Angelina of 112.5 on her back. Big brace. Bit of a grinder. She gets it up.
No lift. I think she might have been a little bit short on depth. All right, Allison here on platform 1 is retaking her second attempt, looks like. She did not get her opener. She is doing 120. So let's cheer on Allison.
Come on, Allison.
Get her on the board and end the meet. Alexandria with 175 in the equipped class. Wow. Solid attempt.
180 is there for Alexandria. Oh, but it's a no lift, unfortunately. It was called on depth.
And in order to get the start command from the head ref, you have to have your knees locked. Your bar has to be stable on your back. And I believe that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And you get the start command, and you have a minute to get that start command.
That is true. We haven't seen it yet. Hopefully no one gets timed out. Oh, you hate to see it from Allison.
So Allison will be a guest lifter. It looked like she had a little bit of pain there at the bottom of the squat, so I hope everything's okay and that she can finish out the rest of the meet. She'll be a guest lifter, but she can still finish the rest of the meet and have fun for the rest of the day.
Yep. Here's Hannah with 112.5 on platform 2.
Let's talk about commands for a second. So
Commands?
on squat, we have the start and the rack command. And you don't want to jump any of your commands because that will result in a no lift. And you want to make sure you get your commands. Super simple. So when you're in training, practice those commands and you'll be good on meet day.
It definitely can be hard, especially with the atmosphere and the music and all the cheering. You definitely start to tunnel vision, but for me, I like to keep my eyes on the head ref and just watch their hand movement. And on platform 3, Erin Anderson, she did overturn her squat, and it turned out to be a good lift. So she goes 3 for 3 on squats. Bit of a grinder from Amberlyn on platform 4. Great job.
3 white lights. Good job. All right, platform 3, we have Madison with 120 keys for her third attempt. Super calm.
Bit of a grinder. Oh, but she just...
And you can see she has a little bit of a different belt. Here on platform 3 and platform 2, they have prong belts. And then platform 1 and 4, we are seeing some lever belts. So different style of belts that lifters can choose. You can choose prong or you can choose lever. Me personally, I have a lever belt. I know, Ben, you probably have a lever belt as well. Prong belts seem like they could be really, really good, depending if you want a little bit more kind of tightness there around your stomach, abdominal area.
Yeah, and the prong belt is actually resurfacing. I know Sean Noriega, he definitely brings it out for his deadlifts. But seeing it on the squat is a little bit foreign. I won't what's it called? I will admit, it's a little foreign. A little lost in words in this morning. Bit of a grinder from Brooklyn on platform 2.
Does she get it?
It's a good lift.
2 white lights. Good lift. 3 white lights on platform 3.
She's ecstatic after that one. Just wasn't there for the day with Madison, but it's okay. She did get her opener with 125 keys on platform 4. And up next on platform 4, after Nicole, we have Ella, Crystal, and Mel.
Platform 1, we have Amber Stevens at 127.5. If she gets this, she'll be 3 for 3. Oh, solid attempt.
Oh,
push, push, push. There we go. Looks like depth to me. What do the judges say? 3 white lights, 3 for 3.
Couldn't agree more.
And I will say going 3 for 3 on squats definitely has a good momentum going into bench. So honestly, for me going into meet day, I always want to go 3 for 3 on squats. That way I can have a good momentum for the rest of the meet day.
Yeah, squats definitely set the tempo for how your meet goes. But you'll see, a couple misses here and there, like from Maxine. She missed her second attempt, but decided to go up for her third. And that could definitely, bring a wave of emotions, a little bit of adrenaline, and a bit of a confidence booster there. Here we have Ava on platform 2. She needs this squat in order to qualify, or not to qualify, but to score points for the Gators that's coming out here today. Bit deep of a squat.
Two white lights, she is in the meet.
Welcome to the meet, Ava. Bit of a grinder from Ella on platform 4. It's a great lift.
Platform 3. Good lift, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That it is, 127.5.
Platform 2 with Joe Ellie, 122.5 is her choice for third attempt. And something to note here is that you'll see on right beside the names of most of our lifters here, they'll have the logos of their colleges or their barbell clubs. Just note that if you or maybe a friend wanted to start a barbell club at your school, just reach out to USA Powerlifting, and they can get you started with your club. I know you tried to start one at UNG, right?
Yes, so I am a Georgia lifter, also in the 67.5 weight class here. And my school is a little bit smaller, so we did not have a collegiate powerlifting club, but we tried multiple times, but it just never kind of happened. But that's okay. If you have a little bit of a bigger school, it's probably a little more probable that you're able to start something. So definitely something worth starting if you are in college and it's not there at your campus. Definitely a cool thing to have leadership there on your resume.
For sure. There's Annabelle. She couldn't take 140, but she does have 132.5 from her second attempt. And Mel with a bit of a fight, but she knows. She knows.
167.5. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Great lifting we're seeing here today.
I do the same thing. If I know it's going to go up, it's a bit of the early celebration with the head nod.
Head nod, smile.
There's the smile, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you might not hear it, but, you know, some laughing, you know.
Yep. Adriana with 127.5. See what the judges say. 3 white lights.
A beautiful squat from her. Yeah, that was actually pretty fast for her third attempt, I'd say. Here's Lindsay, a bit of a fight. She knows she got it.
Good lift, the judges say, for platform 1.
That's a new PR for sure. Here's Miriam on platform 4. Bit of a grind, but she got it. Eleanor on platform 2, deciding to take that 10-kilo jump from 130.
Nice. And how do you go about your attempt selections? Are you someone who takes bigger jumps or smaller jumps?
I definitely take bigger jumps.
Okay.
I try to keep it consistent with my warm-ups. My warm-ups are definitely between the 10 to 15-kilo jump range.
Gotcha.
So
I see with men that the jumps are bigger, and for me as a woman lifter, the jumps are a little bit on the 10 keys, I would say. But
and then here's Madison to start us out on platform 3 on the second flight, 135 keys. And a no lift from Michaela on platform 4, unfortunately, but she does have 160 under her belt.
I do want to shout out our sponsor, A7. They are launching a new deflection collection, launching this Friday, or today, April 12th. You can get it now at a7.com.
And then on platform 2, we are getting started on our second flight as well, with Carolyn with 3 white lights on her squat.
Alexa on platform 1, 160. Judges say no lift.
A no lift, unfortunately, but it was called for on deck. Here's Ashley with a slow and steady walkout on platform 4. 172.5 on her back. Let's see if she gets it. Oh, bit of a fight.
Good spring out of the hole. Let's see.
That call
Carolyn
was on the money.
Carolyn on platform 3. No lift for her first attempt.
Here's Jenna on platform 2 with a smooth opener of 130.
We're getting into our first attempts on flight B.
And then on platform 4, we're about to wrap up our flight A squat session.
Moving into flight B, we're going to see a lot of heavy weights lifting here today, so this is going to be really exciting to see.
And some Georgia natives. Bit of a fight from Vivian, but just wasn't there on the day. 167.5 is there for her, though.
Solid attempt on platform 3 with 140.
Alexandria to cap us off on flight A on platform 4 with 175, taking a stab back from her second attempt. Hopefully she gets it this time around.
Easy opener on platform 1 for Emily. Let's see what the judges say. No lift. Now, can constitute as a no lift, there can be many different things. Ben, what are those things?
One of those things is commands, if you don't follow commands correctly. Another one of those things is def from the center or the sides. And also, the last thing is going to be to see if your knees are locked or the bar is stable on your back. You know. Oh, and also another thing is they can't take a step back when they pop off from the squat.
Yep.
We haven't seen it yet, but I know from a couple local meets I've been to where that load just gets that right amount of weight, but out of the hole they pop up with so much force they just have to take a step back.
Move, yep. And on the platform here, you're going to see some lifters in knee sleeves, some lifters using wrist wraps. So something about that and using those to help with our lifting is you don't have to use them. These are completely optional. Me personally, I do use my knee sleeves and wrist wraps because I feel like I have to, but some people, they just completely don't. So we did see a lifter out here with no knee sleeves and no wrist wraps. So, you know, obviously lifting is very individual and whatever feels comfortable for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you'll also notice how there are many different brands of knee sleeves out here today, most notably A7 with their rigor mortises. But that's more along their stiff collection. I know they also have like a bit of a softer knee sleeve line that's more comfortable for the individual. But as you were saying, there's also the Inzers, and I've seen a couple Helixes out here today too as well.
Yeah. Have an A7 singlet here on platform 3. Juliet Hartman here from Georgia Tech, Georgia lifter here. She is contesting for a podium spot here today, so she is someone to watch out for. Makes easy work of 150 as her opener. See what the judges say. 3 white lights. She's on the board.
And then Emily stepping out on platform 2 with 137.5 loaded for her opener. Let's see how this goes.
Hannah Peterson also in top 5 QTs coming into CNATs today, also opening with 150. Also using a prong belt.
It's a no lift from Emily, unfortunately. She does have 2 other attempts. A bit of a fast squat on platform 4, but she does get 3 white lights. You want to speak on that a little bit? How like for some lifters, I know the term is dive bomb, right?
Yeah, so you'll see some lifters when they dive bomb it, they just kind of just shoot to the bottom and using that force that they get at the bottom of the hole to spring back up. I don't use that technique. Me personally, I have to be a little bit more controlled, but some people it works for them. But however, I will say sometimes with dive bombing, you can lose that momentum at the bottom of the squat. And so I would say, you know, looking more towards a controlled squat is probably a little bit better in my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's a bit more consistent there. And an easy opener from Lauren on platform 4. And just showing up on the screen, we have the rankings for the equipped women rankings from the schools of Midland, BMC, and Louisiana Tech on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And you can also check out these rankings from scoring.USAPL. And to repeat one more time, scoring.usapl.com.
All right, here on platform 3, we have Hannah Aturo opening with 155 keys. Easy work.
Here
Mindless.
we have Georgia native Lilia from platform 4 with 145 as her opener. Let's see how this goes.
Platform 3, we have the Janie opening with 155. Now she came into CNATS with the highest QT, so she'll be exciting to watch today. Here on platform 2, we have Olivia opening up with 142.5.
And that's a good lift for Lilia on platform 4.
Platform 1, we have Anna opening with 137.5.
Platform 2, Olivia, blink if you miss it on 142.5. That's a good lift.
And you'll see on platform 3 here, the stance we were talking about earlier, about very sumo stance.
That sumo stance with a mix of a little bit of a dive, but she makes it work.
2 white lights, there we go.
And then most notably, for a lot of lifters, it's going to be their first year competing, like as in their powerlifting career, and also their first collegiates, right? But I know there's a couple experienced veterans here, Janae Kovacs, like we saw on platform 3 earlier. But you'll see over time their stance will, change, or the smaller niche techniques will change over time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Over time, and as you get more in tune with your body and your training, your technique is going to vastly differ. I know when I first started, I had no arch, basically flat bench pressing, and now I'm a very high arch lifter. And that just goes to show that your lifts change over time, your stance. I've done a froggy stance conventional, I've done a very wide sumo, I've done a regular sumo, I've done a wider stance squat. So over time, as a lifter, you're going to find what best fits you. And platform 3, we have Jennifer Benavidez opening up with 180. Now she is a lifter that came over from equipped to raw, so a lot of that strength is going to carry over. So this is going to be very exciting to see here on platform 3.
And that's going to be our strongest opener of the session. 180 is crazy as an opener.
That's a goal I would love to hit one day.
You'll definitely hit it. Don't worry. As easy as Jennifer too. Wow.
Platform 1, easy opener of 142.5. I love watching openers. They're just, when they're easy, they're just so pretty to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like I know you got more in the tank, and I can't wait to see it.
The potential, it's there. Here's Maya on platform 2 with 150 kilos on her back. A nice controlled squat. See how the judges fare it. And it's a good squat. And then, I don't know if you saw from the rankings earlier, but the rankings between the Texas schools are very close. It's a less than 10-point marginal difference.
Wow.
So we're going to see lots of lifting out here today. But if any of their lifters hit the top 10, then they have the chance to score points for their team.
Yep. On platform 3, we did have Carolyn jump the rack command, resulting in a no lift.
And that's crucial. I know for me personally, I just wait until the spotters touch the bar.
Yeah. Always in training, I give myself a couple seconds to pretend like I'm getting that rack command.
Here's Mia on platform 1, getting set with 142.5. See how it goes.
Platform 4, our equipped lifter Denise, opening up with 180.
Solid squat from Mia. Let's see how the judges see it. 3 white lights. Love to see it. A great squat from Denise on platform 4 with 180 on her back.
Platform 2, second attempt for Jenna with 137.5.
Just you
Judges
wait,
say
folks. Sorry
good
about
lift.
that. Just you wait, folks. On platform 4, the squats get heavier and heavier. Tune in.
And you can check out the attempts on LiftingCast if you're curious to see any of the subtotals or the totals that are going to be happening here today.
Mhm. It's going to be the same scoreboard that we're seeing right now live.
Oh, wow. Seeing Savannah York with 195.
Mhm. And she's going to be one of our top 5 podium contenders. In fact, she's forecasted to be first place today in a powerful squat and a smile at the top. She's going to do something great today.
I can tell.
I can see it. I can see it. Oh, but it was a no lift.
I love seeing all the lifters, their hard work come out here on the platform and just giving it their all, leaving it all out there. 'Cause that's what you came here to do.
It's something that's very admirable,
Yeah,
for sure.
and definitely as someone, I'm in prep for Ron Hats happening later this year in September in Salt Lake City, Utah, and watching this is just gonna help my training, gonna give me a lot of motivation.
Mhm.
Victoria with an easy second attempt, 150. We are in the second attempts here on platform 3.
And a bit of a grinder from Izzy on platform 2, but a great squat nonetheless. And then Lauren, platform 4, with 200 keys from Midland Uni. Let's see how it goes. Easy squat from her.
Remarkable.
Oh, it's a no lift. And I saw it, but some of these lifters are squatting a bit high right now.
Yeah.
But it's the first squat nerves. Hopefully they get past it.
Easy second attempt on platform 3, 152.5. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. And there's one thing about going to meet and having a 9-for-9 meet, but also having a 27 white lights. That is something you can
that's a
leave.
flex.
You can leave knowing like I'm perfect and I did it, and that's always a great thing to see.
Here's Juliana on platform 4 with 202.5 as her opener from UTSA. The battle between UTSA and Midland in the equipped category is going to be crazy. I know that for sure.
I know. Powerlifting is very prominent over there in Texas.
Mhm.
Great community. I can tell online that they have just such a strong connection in their powerlifting community. And it's great to see. And it's great to see it's carrying over to other states here in the U.S.
Mhm. Yep, from the East and the West Coast as well.
Easy second attempt for Taylor on platform 1, 135.
And then that was a good squat from Juliana Perez on platform 4 with 202.5 as her opener. Her opener, guys. It only gets heavier from here.
Emily on platform 2. Looks like she did not get her opener, but she did bump up to 142.5 for her second attempt.
That takes guts for sure.
Definitely. I know if I miss an opener, I'm typically going to retake it for the second hit, but sometimes people know. They're like, I just either jump the command or anything, and they have the confidence to go up on the second attempt.
You just got to trust in your handler.
Yep. Looks like she trusts her handler because she got 2 white lights, so good lift.
Juliet Hartman on platform 3 with 157.5. No, a bit of a grinder, but I'd say like an RP 7.5 second attempt. And it's a good lift nonetheless. She's got more in the tank for sure. And as I was saying about the West Coast, here we have Lauren on platform 4 from UCLA with 142.5. Looking like an easy squat. Let's see how the judges fare it. 3 white lights.
On platform 3, we have a 10 kg jump here from Hannah Peterson, going from 150 to 160 for her second attempt from University of Minnesota.
It's a no lift, unfortunately, despite the grind from Lauren on platform 2.
Good second attempt here for Hannah. Let's see what the judges say. 2 white lights. Good lift. Over here on platform 2, we have Olivia. Second attempt with 150 keys on the bar. Platform 4, Savannah with 152.5 keys on the bar. Squatting in some vans.
The vans are making a comeback, I will say. Let's go, Savannah.
A little bit of a grinder there on that second attempt. And one thing I want to note is if your second attempt, if it does not move the way you want and you don't think you can get a third, you can scratch your third attempt. So don't think that you always have to do the third. So if you hit that kind of RP that you're wanting to hit that day on the second attempt, my recommendation is don't do it. Don't go for the third. Just scratch it.
Yeah. If you don't have to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
If anything, you can pretend like you're going to do something and just time out and give the spotters and loaders a break. Give your fellow competitors a little bit of a breather.
Nice restroom break.
Yeah, we're seeing a beltless squat here on platform 2.
From Alexia. Looks like she doesn't need the belt, though.
Yeah. You'll see some lifters, they don't need to use a belt because they have a lot of core strength. I personally can't because I don't have the core strength for that. But if you can do that, 150, beltless, I'm scared of you.
You can do very mean things.
Easy second attempt here on platform 3 for Hannah, 165. Judges say 3 white lights.
Anna getting set with 145 on her back with a 7.5 key jump on platform 1. A great squat from Anna and 3 white lights nonetheless. Georgia native, platform 4, Lilia getting set with a 10 kilo jump of 155. Let's see how it goes. I
know her gym PR is 160, so I'm seeing either a PR match here on the on third attempt or maybe another 10 kg jump or 162.5. So really cool to see.
Like you said, lift by lift. Let's see how the second attempt goes. And then we're seeing on platform 4 with Lauren later down the roster. You'll see that she's gonna retake 200, but with Savannah, even though she missed 195, she's gonna go up. Now the case with that, I'd say, is, with Lauren's squat, it was more a bit on the technicality, but maybe with her handler, they want to stick to the plan, stick to the strategy. But with Savannah's handler, maybe we want to, aim for that next position, aim for that second place. Put the pressure on Savannah down the line.
Yeah, some people here, they're here to podium, they're here to win. So if they want to take that second attempt jump and they're confident in it, they can for sure do that. I want to point attention to Haley Clayton. She is one of our top 5 here coming into Raw Nats, and she has not gone on the board for squats. So that could definitely change who's going to be podium here at the end of the day. So that is definitely something to note. Janie on platform 3, 177.5. Makes it look easy. Let's see what the judges say.
And that's going to be a 22.5 key jump. Unfortunately,
no
she doesn't
lift
get
here.
it.
Now, Janie missing that squat is going to be huge when it comes to who's going to be podium here, who's going to be taking it at the end of the day. Because, missing one lift, that can change everything.
For sure. But if you're the handler in that position, do we go up or do we stick to the plan?
If I was a handler, honestly, I'd want to secure that because it looked easy. For me personally, if I'm going to miss a lift, I would rather retake it. But she trusts herself and trusts her handler, so whatever her handler says, you want to trust. And whenever you're coming to these meets, you want to have a handler that you trust, who's seen your training before, over and over, and they can tell how many keys you have left in the tank. So it's good to have some of that unbiased opinion there.
Right. Someone that's really close to you. And it looks like Janie is going to take 187.5 for her third attempt. Stick around for that. Here we have Carolyn Cook back at the top of the board. Currently she is 2 for 3, but she needs this 142.5 to get on the board and score some points for her team.
Second attempt on platform 1, we have Sierra with 152.5. Platform 2, we have Stacy, third attempt, 140. 2.5 kg jump.
And a nice controlled squat from Jenny on platform 4 from Northeastern. And a good squat from her. She is top 5, so look out for her. If you're just now tuning in, this is the Collegiate Nationals of USA Powerlifting. We are currently in College Park, Georgia, just south of Atlanta, Georgia, right next to Hartsfield-Jackson, the airport. And welcome in. Currently, we have the 67.5 women's competing between the raw and equipped categories. On platforms 1, 2, and 3, you'll see the raw lifters, and on platform 4, you'll see a nice mixture of raw and equipped.
On platform 1, we have Wassaw. She is also a Georgia lifter here. And I believe this is her second meet. She just did Georgia States, and she is doing 152.5 for her second attempt.
And she loves that squat.
Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. I know that she just hit 160 in training, I believe.
Yeah, I did see that too. She currently trains at with the team over at Trueborn Strong. We used to be members over there. A great gym out there, actually. But yeah, they've got crazy new talent coming in. I know that for sure.
Yeah, it's really great to see. Honestly, any lifter nowadays, there is some crazy strength coming up from the younger generation, and it's a great thing to see that this sport is kind of taking off.
Mm-hmm. The pressure is on, though, for us.
I know for sure. 150 on platform 3 for third attempt. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights, and she's ecstatic about that.
Yeah. Here's Isabella on platform 2 with a nice deep squat with 142.5. A smile at the top. She loves that squat, and the judges love it too. Bit of a grinder from Denise on platform 4. 2 out of 3. Good lift nonetheless.
Hey, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
You know, the bare minimum, I would say. And as I was saying earlier, Lauren is going to retake 200 here. Hopefully she gets it.
Get on the board. And you'll see whenever the equipped lifters walk out, they kind of walk little, like waddle in a way, just because their knees are so tight.
It's very restrictive.
Yes. 155 on platform 3. Easy squat.
Bit of
Let's
a grinder
from
from Lauren on platform 4. Does she get it?
She's
on the board. Yeah, I know. I've tried wraps once, and that's because a friend decided to put it on me. Shout out Joel Chung. And I lost blood circulation. But it's okay, you know. I made my RP8 squat at the time fly.
All right, platform 1, Emily, 3 white lights for third attempt.
In a deep squat from platform 4, though she missed 195, she makes 200 with 3 white lights.
I also want to note that whenever, because this happened to me when I competed at Georgia State, if your wrist wraps are wrapped too high, then you're going to have to get the re-rack command, and you're going to have to readjust.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep something to note for that.
Yeah.
We have here on platform 4 a national record attempt here from Juliana Perez with 212.5.
215.5 at from UTSA.
215.5, excuse me. This is an insane squat.
The pressure is on from UTSA right now.
Hitting this on a second attempt, I just wonder what her third's going to be.
Yeah.
157.5 here on platform 3.
Bit of a grinder, but she gets it up.
Platform 1, we have 137.5, retaking her second.
American records always look too easy to me. Platform 4, Juliana gets 2 out of 3 white lights.
Raise the hand from Gino.
From Gino. She has one more attempt. She has one more attempt. That's the craziest part. She has one more attempt. Hopefully she goes for 225 here. You know, smashes her old record.
It's one thing to take an American record, and then just to break it yourself again. All right, we have on platform 3, we have Juliet Hartman with 162.5, 5 kg jump. Platform 1, we have Taylor with 142.5 for her 3rd attempt.
In a solid squat from platform 3.
I just know she's saving up for that big deadlift that she has later today.
For sure. Bit of a grinder from Tabitha on platform 4. A sigh of relief as she gets it up. 2 out of 3 white lights.
We're about to finish our 3rd attempts here on platform 1 and 2.
Yep.
Platform 2, 157.5 for a 3rd for Jasmine. She is the guest lifter here today. 2 white lights. Good lift.
Riley retaking 162.5. She gets the stab back. How do the judges like it? It's a good lift.
Allie on platform 1, 142.5. 3rd attempt, easy. Judges say 3 white lights, good lift. And Allie has gone 3 for 3 here on squats today.
Love to see it.
If Maya gets the squat here on platform 2, or Maya, excuse me, she will also be 3 for 3 on squats.
Hannah Peterson up next, 167.5. 7.5 jump.
All right, and once we are done here with squats, we will have a 10-minute break to get ready for bench. So make sure to stay with us for bench. Here on platform 2, we have 4 lifters in a row taking 160 for their 3rd attempt.
The pressure is on with them.
Easy
gonna
for
be a
spotter
tight
and
race.
leaders. Still got to move the weight.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yep, and she is beltless. Remember we spoke on her earlier.
Yeah.
That is some insane core strength you got.
But she doesn't need the belt.
Imagine if she got a belt. I wonder if her total would go up a little higher. I don't know. Maybe she just maybe she's one of those ladies just no belt.
Yeah. That's something, you know, to take up with her coach. Hannah, bit of a grind on platform 3. Smile at the top.
175.
Strong squat from her.
3 white lights.
Jinx.
Lilia Bingham here on platform 4. This is going to be a all-time PR for her. I know she has hit 160 in the gym, so this will be a 2.5 kg PR. Let's go, Lilia.
Come on, Lilia.
Giving you the soundbite you need, girl.
All of Georgia's rooting for you right now.
Haley Clayton here on platform 3 needs this squat here to stay in the meet. This will change who podiums here later today if Haley does not get this.
For sure. Her 175 did look a bit easy, so hopefully the momentum carries through.
Here from Army.
Come on, Haley.
Let's see what the judges say for platform 3 and platform 4. 3 hour lights for Lilia. Good job.
Nice
and
job,
no
Lilia.
lift for Haley Clayton. So unfortunately, she will be a guest lifter. So ladies and gentlemen, like this will change who's podium here later today.
Well, Haley did get 1 white light, so she can try to contest it. We'll see if it does get overturned, but so far she is bombed out at the moment.
Jamie on platform 3 moved up 10 kg, 187.5.
A bit of a grind from Giselle on platform 2, but she gets it up, and that wraps us up, and we'll be right back. But if you want to tune into more of the action, platforms 1, 3, and 4 are still firing with squats. easy 180 for Julia on platform 4.
All right, let's see what Janie's got for us today with 187.5.
Come on.
Oh, good lift. That was a good third attempt.
Solid
Good
third
attempt selection. 3 white lights. 190s in grasp.
An American record attempt from Jennifer on platform 3 for the raw 67.5 women's category.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It's around, so 430 mark, right? 425.
All right, just in, we have Haley Clayton is now in the meet. She did get her third attempt overturned, so she will have her squat of 175 here, a part of her total here today. So Haley, you're in the meet.
Welcome to the meet, Haley. Bring on the rest of the pressure that you're ready to bring on against all these other lifters. With Jennifer, a nice controlled squat from her. Why do American records look this easy?
I don't know. Let's see what the judges say.
Oh,
2 reds.
2 reds.
Looks like it's probably on depth here.
She could contest it if she wants.
She could. Here on platform 1, we have Leah with 155. Thank you to our spotters and loaders for keeping our lifters safe.
Nice catch from them. Here's Zakaria Clark with 187.5 on platform 4.
She's also contested for top 5 podium for platform 4. On platform 3, please make sure you tune in to platform 1 or platform 4, or stay with us until bench here in 10 minutes. Oh, easy. Let's see what the judges say.
2 out of 3 white lights.
Let's see, our Georgia lifter was Saul on platform 1 with 157.5. From the University of Georgia.
UGA represent.
Like a 5 kg jump. Let's see.
Let's go with Saul. Bit of a grind. Come on, stick to it.
Come on. Oh. Nice save by our spotters and loaders. All good with Saul.
You got it outside of the gym. Don't worry about it.
All right, on platform 4, we have Jenny with 190 for her third attempt.
And a strong 190 from her. Definitely a lot more room in the tank. That's a good lift.
All right, platform 1, this will be our last squat here for the 67 raws on platform 1 with Sierra with 160. Going with the thumb over the bar for her hand positioning on the bar. And that is something that I've recently taken up and it's helped a lot because I flared up my back a little bit ago. So it's been the only thing that's been helping keep my back from not hurting.
You know, keeping your back from being in shambles. Come on, Sierra. Ooh. And you also notice there's a bit of a knee vargus there.
Yeah,
her knees
for sure,
caving in
yeah.
a little bit. And that's
Yeah.
perfectly normal. That's fine.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I as a lifter, I have a bunch of knee cave, and it's not bad if you have that, guys. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. I know I get plenty of comments from my own mother and family
Oh, for sure.
from that.
The non-lifters think we're hurting ourselves, but promise, guys, we're okay. We're good.
Yeah, we're all right. We know what we're doing.
Lauren here on platform 4.
205. Quite the selection.
5
And
kg jump from her second attempt.
True, with Savannah taking the same number. The competition is tight. Let's go, Lauren. Up. Great squat from her. And it's a good lift.
Savannah York coming to the platform with 205 as well. Also, don't forget to stick around for the rest of the day. On session 2, we have the men's 67.5 and the 75 kgs.
Yep, that is true. Do expect some tight competition between these 75s as well, but first off, we have 2 other lifts with, in the 67.5s. Big brace from Savannah. Get it. Come on. Grind. Let's go, Savannah.
Great
Beautiful
grind.
intent selection there, actually. Right on the money.
There we go.
She's hyped after that one. And then Juliana coming in to break her own American record with 221 keys.
Wow. The one she just set. I believe, right? Didn't she just set this?
Yeah, her second attempt. She set the American record, and she's here to break it again.
All right, Juliana. Or Juliana.
1 the ones, 1 the two. 487 pounds.
That is insane.
The equivalent to like 2 mini fridges. Almost.
This is a huge squat for the 67.5 kg equipped class. Even in general.
In general, actually.
This is just a huge squat. From UTSA.
Come on. Oh,
Was
just
not there
wasn't there
today.
for the day. But it's all right.
Okay.
She still gets to walk away with 1 American record.
She does.
And that wraps up squat on platform 4. In 10 minutes, we will resume with bench, so stick around for that.
Welcome to the 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate National Championships in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. That's A7. This is USA Powerlifting. This is a blood sport. If you want
hydration plan. That is something you definitely want to talk with your coach about, and how you're going to fuel up the second you're done weighing in. Especially if you're cutting, you want to have a plan going forward. You want to, what are you eating throughout your lifts? What's the first thing you eat? What's the first thing you drink? I know for me personally, I love to down like half a bottle of Pedialyte. Even though I don't cut, I stay kind of in my weight class, but I know I still want to stay on top of my variables and making sure I'm fueled for the day. So I know I see a lot of people drink Pedialyte, Gatorade, Liquid IV. You see a lot of candy back there. Maybe some rice and beef. I don't know many people that actually have like full meals, honestly. But definitely your meat day nutrition and hydration plan is key for how the day is going to be.
For sure. And so far, white lights on all attempts on platform 3 for their openers. Love to see that.
Platform 2, we have Brooklyn opening up with 60 keys. Makes easy work. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Smooth opener. And then Lourdes on platform 3 was 60 as well. Another smooth opener. And then we were talking about travel a little bit. I know no one's traveling as far as, someone like Keenan Lee. But I know there are a couple people coming out from Hawaii. And the change in time difference, it will impact you for sure. And there are a couple West Coast lifters as well. So let's talk about that a little bit, right? Like you're not in the right sleeping environment that you're used to. Your comfortable bed. Instead, you're in a hotel / Airbnb in a stiff twin size bed.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, while those factors are important, I think they're very able to mitigate and adjust for. So if this is a meet that you really want to show out and, you want to do the best you can, get here a couple days in advance. Have your body adjust. Get adjusted to the environment here in Atlanta. I think if national level competitors are able to do it, I think you are able to do it as well. So I personally am not the person who's going to be like, oh, travel is like a full effective, or it's the worst thing in the world, it's going to affect your lifts. I personally don't think that. I think you're able to kind of mitigate it, but factors like your nutrition and cutting are going to definitely affect it. Travel, not so much in my opinion, but to each their own.
Right. It comes down to how bad you want it, right? Because in the beginning of the week when I was at DNA, so many lifters coming in for their taper. And, it was to the point where I couldn't get a combo. But I had to work in with a couple people, and they were super cool about it. But
yeah, and that's okay. And if you're here for CNATs for this week and you're needing a powerlifting gym to come train at, you can join DNA Strength. And it's a great environment. I've seen a lot of lifters there yesterday and throughout the week. So need that late little session, that taper session, feel free to stop on by.
It's just outside of Atlanta.
All right, a little bit about our collegiate team scoring is that there's 4 team categories: raw and equipped, women, and men. Only lifters who are registered as point scoring can score points. 12 total athletes allowed per team. Only 2 scoring athletes per weight class. The first 9 placings are each scored as 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Any lifter who registers a total out of those placings earns 1 team point. Only the point scorers of the 7 best places lifters of each team will be counted for the team points for a maximum score of 84 points. In case of a tie, the team with the greatest number of first places will be ranked first. Top 5 teams receive awards. So definitely CNATS is more of a team meet more than individual. Obviously the individual performances go towards the team performances as well, but here Collegiate Nationals is focused on the team aspect of it, which is why you're going to see the QTs for the individual versus the team are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, it's going to be very different, actually, especially for our lone wolves, our individual lifters. They're going to be required to have a higher QT in order to compete in CNATs, whereas for those who are registered with a team, it's going to be significantly lower, right? But the difference between CNATs or maybe even TNATs, right, is that the QTs are vastly different. I know for, I believe, TNATs, it's a bit lower, right? Because they are teens in high school. But with TNATs, it's an individual based scoring system with the DOTS score. The DOTS stand for Dynamic Objective Team Rating System. It was a formula created by Tim Konertz from Germany, an IPF athlete and president of German IPF affiliate. Like the Wilks score or IPF Good Lift points, it allows us to compare performances across weight classes. It moves the prior basis towards certain weight classes by analyzing a massive data set of drug-free lifters.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the DOT score for our lightweight lifters. They're going to be so high. I know Rivka yesterday, she had an insane performance, and so did Logan in the 60 kg class. So I know, I think Rivka is, I think, maybe contested for second place based off best overall lifter for DOTS. So definitely a cool thing when you look at the DOTS formula in terms of scoring. And you're going to see a lot of people here today. They're here to qualify maybe for RONATS here later in September, which is we have regionals next, I believe, and I think it's June.
It's going to be across the nation between, of course, different regions of the nation.
Right. Yeah, they're in the, let's see, June 1st to there's a lot of them. June to July, really, is when there's a lot of regionals. And then RONATS, September 5th to September 8th, 2024, in Salt Lake City, Utah. So a lot of these people here today are going to be here to hopefully qualify maybe for Open Nats or Junior Nats that are held in the same time, obviously. And those QTs are going to be a little bit different. The QTs for next year, 2025, are much higher than they are for this year. I know for this year I qualified for Junior, hoping I was going to qualify for Open, but I was 2.5 kg shy, which, I'll cry about that later. But, that's something that, super exciting to see a lot of these lifters here today qualifying, or in hopes to qualify for RONATS later this year.
And then I know for CNATs, in order to qualify, I know a bunch of lifters that had to do maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 more meets, right, after their first meet, right? Local lifter Matthew Albazadi, I know him. His first meet, he didn't get it. Second meet, he finally got it, but by a thin margin. Actually, he was right on the dot with the qualifying total. You'll see him on Saturday.
And he wanted it, so he's coming.
Yeah, it's a matter of want at the end of the day.
All right, here at Platform 4, when we're getting into the equipped lifting, you're also going to see that their bench is going to look a little different. They have almost like an interesting suit. Ben, touch on that a little bit.
So that's going to be a slingshot that they're wearing. That shirt is going to help them spring right back up from their chest. But it's a matter of strength at lockout, though. My apologies. That's a bench shirt. And then on platform 3, we are on our second attempts. It's a no lift from Honora with 62.5 keys. And then platform 4, Ashley with 82.5 keys with that bench shirt that we were touching on.
A little bit of a slower opener there for Ashley. But 3 white lights nonetheless. Platform 1, we have Mary Jane with 60 keys on the platform with a good lift.
And then Ava, platform 2, with 60 keys with also another great lift. Annabelle getting set on platform 3 with 62.5 keys, a 2.5 key jump from her previous.
And we're going to see a lot of those 2.5 jumps. They're going to make it seem like it's 1,000,000 pounds, as I can attest to for me taking a 2.5 kg jump. Maybe it seems light, but when you're under the bar, it seems a lot heavier. But we're going to see a lot of that today. But good lifts today.
Right, and we see that on platform 2. It was a 5 kilo jump it was a 10 kilo jump on platform 2 for Ava, Jaden. and it was unsuccessful. And that's going to be roughly a 20-pound jump.
Yeah.
You know.
On platform 2, we also have a 5 kg jump. She did miss her opener, so I'm curious to see what she missed her opener on. But you see, she had a little bit of bounce, so she did get a longer press command.
They were waiting for the bar to be motionless.
And one thing about with your attempts, you can't go lower. If you jump up, you have to stay at that way or go up. So if you, like in that case, she's going to have to retake that 62.5. She can't go back down to 57.5. So that is why it's important when you're planning your attempts that you do plan accordingly.
Luckily, she did get her opener, and she does have the option to opt out of that third attempt. It did look like that bar was stapled on her second. And then you'll see with Mel on platform 4 with very specific instructions on the liftoff, right? Or do you know any of the words that they're saying, right? Like I know it's, most of the time it's like 1, 2, 3 lift, but like what are they looking for?
Yeah, a lot of the time you're gonna instruct your person that is giving you a liftoff to maybe do a gentle lift and guide you out maybe to right above your chest, right above your touch point. Give you a countdown, something super simple. They're not going to memorize your liftoff specifically, so that's always important when you're going out there on the platform that you do tell them exactly what you're wanting and making sure that they know how you like it, because they're not going to remember. We do have a grinder here on platform 4 with the opener, 97.5 for Mel. Platform 3 looks like, or we're going to touch on missing an open attempt.
Yeah, so right after Madison, we have Alexandra. She did miss 65, unfortunately, and she does have to make some 65, or else she does have a third attempt at it, right? But that's going to mess with your mental a little bit, right?
Yeah, we touched on this earlier. Missing your first attempts and going in for the remainder of that bench session or whatever session it is going to definitely be a little bit of a challenge locking in mentally, because you're like, I'm nervous. I need to get on the board. Something of my bench needs to be able to count towards my total. So, like I touched on earlier, just focusing on the task at hand and focusing on that weight. Don't focus on your third attempt, second attempt, whatever it may be. Just focus on what you're doing at the time, and things should feel relatively a lot better. Easier said than done, but everyone has to have that dog mentality when it's kind of down to the wire. You have to make or break and get that attempt. So it looks like
grinder
she
from Alexandra, but she doesn't get it.
65 might be a little heavy for the day, but hopefully on her third attempt she can really lock in and get that third attempt.
And I also just noticed from Alexandra, she was wearing a belt. She was wearing a belt with her bench. We touched a bit of this on yesterday's segment, but that belt really helps with tightness. It's a lifter on lifter basis, right? It's very subjective, but for some people, it helps them really remember to brace and keep that tension in their back.
Yeah, for sure. And very individual. I don't see many people lift with a belt. I see a lot of people lifting with belts with the more heavier you get in the weights. Let's touch on what gets you a red light on bench, Ben.
So what gets you a red light? Something that gets you a red light is, of course, missing command. Another thing is if your feet or if your butt comes off the bench, right? That always has to remain contact with either the ground or the bench. And I believe there's one other thing. Oh yes, downward motion. We saw it earlier. As soon as the bar starts to move downwards, it's going to be a red light and a no lift. And then here's Amberlyn up next, platform 4, our guest lifter. Oh, sorry. It was a good lift for her second attempt of 62.5. We have Madison here to retake 70.
Maxine here. She got 3 white lights, 72.5.
And Hannah getting set to take 60, even though she missed 57.5. Come on, Madison.
All right, for her, same thing. She will need that attempt on the third attempt in order to stay in the meet.
Here's Hannah on platform 2. Bit of a grind. Looks smooth nonetheless.
Good call from her handler, making that 2.5 kg jump.
And we're moving on to our third attempts on platform 2. Here's Caitlin on platform 4. Taking a step up, a 5 kilo jump after missing 65. Up, come on, Caitlin.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race. That's a good lift.
I'm assuming she might scratch her third, or she's, you know, crazy. She wants to take 2.5 kg jump, you know, totally okay.
Right, totally okay.
Platform 3, 82.5 second attempt.
Platform 2, Jaden with her third attempt, taking a step back with at 62.5.
And platform 3 is where we did see that downward motion as well.
Yes, the formidable downward motion from the head ref.
I also want you to know, you're going to see a lot of the girls out here today. They are lifting with either the hair up or down. And that used to be a rule a little bit ago that you had to bench with your hair up, but now it's okay. You can bench with your hair down.
Really? What kind of hairstyle do you rock now when you lift?
It needs to be up out of my face.
Noted. Makes sense.
And you'll see some interesting positions the way that our lifters today get into their arch, you know, maybe putting their head on the bench, their feet on the bench, hands on the upright, you know, anything like that. So very different techniques when it comes to getting into the actual arch of the bench press. I know me personally, I used to put my feet on the bench and semi-arch, but now I really just use my feet to push into my arch.
Same, it's all about that leg drive, you know.
Platform 2 with Ariana, 62.5. Judges say 3 white lights.
Great lift from Ariana.
Ariana having a good day with 6 for 6 so far.
The ideal day.
Ideal day. Going into great mindset for deadlifts. That's why, you know, always the goal is to go 9 for 9. Have a good day. Anara, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, on platform 3, retaking her second attempt at 62.5.
Platform 2, Joelle, she needs this 62.5 to stay in the meet. Let's see if she gets it.
No lift here on platform 3.
Come on, Joelle, we're rooting for you.
Bench of all bench.
Up.
Oh, push.
Up.
Oh. And one thing to note, you can lock out one arm before the other. So that is completely fine. But in this case, she did not get the lift. So unfortunately, she will be a guest lifter. But that is okay. Finish out the meet strong and have a good day.
Go for a deadlift PR.
For sure.
And
Angelina, second attempt, 87.5 here on platform 1.
And on platform 3, we have Annabelle with 65 as her final attempt for bench.
Easy second attempt for Angelina. Judging say 3 hour lights. And we're going to see a lot of, I feel like, 3 hour lights on our lifts today for bench. I see a lot of good lifts on bench. Typically, there's not a lot of mishap.
For sure. And I think I just noticed, but it's a change in singlet from Annabelle. She was wearing the Barbell Medicine singlet, and now it's the black and red one. Oh, 65 just wasn't there for the day for her. She does get to walk away with 62.5, though.
Our equipped lifter here on platform 4 with 85. Good lift.
Good lift. And the bench gets heavier as the session goes out. Here we have Mary Jane on platform 1 with 62.5 as her final selected attempt on bench.
In our third attempts here on platform 1, 2, and 3. Like I touched on earlier, platform 2, she's using her feet to get her arch set.
And wrapless.
Yeah, me personally, I have to have wrist wraps on my bench. My wrists can't do that
Really?
anymore. I used to have more of a stacked wrist position so I could get away with no wrist wraps, but now a little bit more have a little bit extended wrist position, so I do need some sort of wrist protection there.
Yeah. Me personally, I can say I have healthy wrists, and I'm also getting away with the stacked wrist position. So I get to get away with the wrapless. I used to be a big fan of the wraps, but it just didn't end up working out for me.
Yeah, everyone's going to be different. You're going to see a lot of different styles today. Wrist wraps, no wrist wraps, belt, no belt.
For sure. Oh, bit of a fight for Brooklyn. Come on. Just wasn't there for the day. Nice try. Come on, Sarah. A great lift from platform 1 with Sarah from Rutgers.
3 red lights. Grinder here on platform 3. Can she get through?
Just wasn't there for the day.
Olivia on platform 1 retaking her second attempt at 70 keys.
Nicole benching 92.5 with ease on platform 4. I think she's nearing or neighboring the 100 key mark.
Hitting that 100 key bench is definitely a milestone for sure. I know I'm chasing it currently at 95. I'm chasing it every single block, like 100. Week for it, 100, 100, 100.
Carl, load up 100.
Platform 3, we have Alexandra. She needs the 65 bench press to stay in the meet. So everyone, let's cheer on Alexandra to get this here today.
Come on, Alexandra.
Long press command. Let's see if she can get it.
Up.
Not today.
Downward
She will be a guest lifter for the remainder of the day, but that's okay. Still finish out the rest of the day and finish what you came here to do.
Have some fun.
I want to take a moment to thank you to our sponsor, A7. Their new deflection collection launches today. You can get it now at a7.com. A7 began as a sponsor for USAPL at Run Nationals in 2016 and has been pushing the sport forward since then. I know I have a lot of A7 stuff, and I really enjoy their equipment.
They're also Georgia natives.
Yep, out here in Marietta, in our backyard.
Here.
Alexandria, platform 1, good lift.
Here we have Mel getting set with 100 keys on platform 4.
Good attempt for platform 3 for Meg. Good lift. Let's see, Mel, platform 400 key bench. Oh, wow. And if you remember, her first attempt was definitely shaky.
It was definitely shaky, but it was fast.
But that 100 moves beautifully.
Adriana with 90 keys on her chest. Push, push. Nice job.
We're seeing a big bench here on platform 4 with Vivian, 120.
And on platform 2, Adriana just broke her streak of 6 misses in a row. Congrats on making past that heavy hurdle.
Good lift.
A solid bench from Vivian.
Good Lord, that is quite a bench.
125's there for the day.
Eleanor here on platform 2. 95 not there today, but 90 on the board nonetheless.
Just ran out of gas, and we're moving on to our second flight on platform 2, starting off with Stacy with 62.5 keys.
And again, with our openers here on bench, we're going to want them to be easy, mindless. Something you can hit on a good day, bad day. Like I said earlier, probably RP 5, 6, depending on your plan for the day. Good lift there on platform 1.
And a no lift from platform 4, 62.5 just wasn't there. A 5 kilo jump for platform 3 with Maxine. Let's see if she gets it.
Platform 1, we have Macy with 80. She gets this lift. She will be 6 for 6 for the day, setting up great for deadlifts.
Come on, Maxine. It's a no lift, unfortunately.
$80 for third attempt here on platform 1 with Macy.
We are moving on to our thirds on platform 4 with Amberlyn at 65 keys for her final selection. Come on,
Oh,
Macy.
wow. Let's go, come on.
Quite the grind. Every single ounce was put onto that third attempt bench.
And remember, you do also have 1 minute to get that start command as well.
That's true. Luckily, we haven't seen anyone time out just yet. But I know a couple people do have quite long rituals.
Yes. Because when you're on the platform, a minute feels like forever. So honestly, you have a minute. If you want to set up, you want to take 30 seconds to set up, like, go for it. Do it. You have a minute.
Here's Madison. She needs the 70 keys to stay in the meet. Oh,
Push.
oh, the bar just keeps on going down.
She will be a
Unfortunate
guest
for
lifter.
Madison.
And it's okay. You came this far. Just finish out the meet and have fun for the rest of the day. That's all you can do. Platform 3, we have Talisa retaking her second attempt at 82.5.
Smooth openers on platform 2. Greens across the board so far. Come on, Talisa. Up, up, up. Come on. Just wasn't there for the day. Ran out of gas. Caitlin choosing 72.5 on platform 4. Let's see if she gets it. Fight. Come on. Grind for it. Just wasn't there for the day. Unfortunate, but 70 is still under her belt.
No lift here on platform 1 for Haley.
And bench is just one of those really technical lifts, right? It really requires your entire body, but it takes a lot to learn, right?
Yeah.
I know for me, it took me a while to get to that 225 mark, like a year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm chasing that right now, currently. And one thing is, throughout your years of lifting, you're going to change your technique in so many different ways. And it's a very technical lift. For me and a lot of other high arch benches, if you misgroove in one small thing, it's game over. If I hit the wrong point in my touch point, if I have wrong wrist positioning, if I don't slide too far in my traps, so many different things can happen where it just leads to me failing a lift. So that's why, figuring out your technique, it's going to take some time. It's going to take forever. I had no arch, and now I have quite a bit of arch. So it takes like 2 years, honestly, to just figure out. And it's something that you can play around with and figure out what best fits you. Everyone wants to have a high arch because it's like less range of motion. But if it doesn't fit you and where you're strongest at, then there's no point in doing it. So don't copy everyone's technique because your technique's your own. My high arch might not fit you, and your low arch might not fit me. It's just what best fits you and what your strongest position is.
Right, of course. And another great thing to touch up on is leg drive, right? And that is something very hard to learn and like nail down for sure. I know for some of the advanced lifters, if they get leg drive down just right, like they can grind out every single inch and ounce in a bench. But whereas for many of our more beginner lifters, they just don't have that kind of endurance, you know. And partially it's maybe it's leg drive, but it's strength as well.
Right, exactly. You're going to see a lot of different ways to get leg drive, and it's some people have a very far out foot position where it's at the very far end of the bench. Maybe their toes are pointed outwards, or their feet are tugged back, more of a negative shin angle, if you will. So finding that leg drive always is also going to be very individual for each lifter as well.
Of course. And we're moving on to our openers of the second flight on platform 3. And then down the list on platform 3, stick around because we do have some American record openers.
Which is insane to be opening up with the American record.
Oh no, like absolutely insane.
So that'll be an exciting watch for us today. Julia Hartman, Georgia lifter here on platform 3 from Georgia Tech, opening up with 82.5. I do remember her gym max is 90 keys, so I'm just curious to see if she will match that here on the platform today.
Hopefully it's there for the day. And quite the grind from Crystal, as her third attempt selection was 85 keys, right on the money.
Good lift on platform 2. Platform 1, Taylor opening up with 55. Yeah, so we see a lot of these lifters right now. They're 6 for 6 going into deadlifts with a great mentality. You know, carrying on that streak, going 3 for 3 on deadlifts, and, you know, overall having a day of 9 for 9. And that is such a great feeling to leave from a meet, knowing that you put up your best performance. And maybe you left some keys on the platform, but you got those white lights, you got that lift, and you went 9 for 9, knowing that you can hold your own on that platform. And that's something you can definitely confidently and proudly leave with, being like, I went 9 for 9, and I did what I needed to do. And it honestly gives you a lot of motivation going into your next meet, thinking, I did it once before, I can do it again.
Right, of course, you know. And as the saying goes, stood on business.
Exactly, yeah.
But going 6 for 6 so far in this meet, it's going to create lots of momentum, like you said earlier, straight into the deadlifts and lots of confidence. I feel like a lot of this sport is a mental game for sure. Not only is the strength aspect, but you just have to have that dog mentality and to really want it that bad.
Yeah, and you know, Nationals is a great place to hit a 9 for 9 meet day. You know, hitting it at a local meet, great and all, but hitting on a national platform, different with national level refs, is honestly a very proud statement to leave the day with. So if you're here today and you're a lifter and you left 9 for 9, you should be very proud of your performance, making that your national debut. I do want to point out here on platform 1, we do have some blocks coming for Leah. So a lot of us shorter lifters here, we might need to have a little bit of extra block. Oh, looks like they're taking them away, but just to still touch on them, they are there for lifters who they might be a little bit shorter and they need some blocks there for them. So that is for use to you if you are someone who needs them. I don't use them even though I'm 5'1". I probably could use them, but I don't. But right, to each their own. I did I did spotted meet and did that.
And Hannah Otera, her lift was called to be a no lift, but she did contest for it, and it turned out to be a good lift.
And remember, like we said, you can contest a lift if you get at least 1 white light and 2 reds, and you can only do that on the national platform. But it's always an opportunity for you if you do get 1 white light. If you think you can contest it and you have good reasoning to, definitely try to contest it. That way you're on the board.
For sure. And then we're about almost wrapped up with Flight A bench on platform 4. We have 3 more lifters to go. Stick around because we do have Vivian Penn going for 125 keys as her final selection. But first and foremost, we do have Michaela Sumner from BMC taking a step back from 97.5 keys on platform 4.
See if she can get this. Can she get it? Not quite there today.
Nice try, Michaela, but she is still in the meet, and she gets to walk away with 92.5.
Mackenzie, platform 1, opening up with 67.5 here. Platform 3, Jennifer, opening with 92.5. Beautiful opener. Platform 2, seeing all green for openers, which is what we love to see.
Of course.
So definitely something that you want to stick with going forward. You want to see all greens.
A strong start. And another thing to mention, platform 2 is flying through bench with 67 or 67.5 as Stacy's second attempt.
And I want to say is bench is where some people they might lose the momentum because you come squat and you're like, I just want to deadlift, the fun part of the meet. But bench is where a lot of people they might tend to go backwards and lose momentum. So if you're someone who's you're a bench specialist, you can really gain momentum there on that bench. So definitely when you're benching, like try and pick up some momentum and hit your lifts where maybe some might falter.
And then platform 3, American record attempt, I believe, with Haley Clayton with 107.5 keys. My bad. Not an American record attempt, but over 105 keys is still phenomenal.
She has 107.5 keys on the bar here. Phenomenal bench press for a 67, I will say.
And a miss lift from Vivian with 125 keys. That wraps up Flight A. We're moving on to Flight B openers on Platform 4.
Platform 1, Anna opening up with 70. Platform 2, second attempt, Gabrielle, 75.
Smooth opener from Haley on Platform 3.
Hannah Peterson opening up with 110.5 now. I am an avid follower of Hannah Peterson. She has a remarkable bench, so I'm curious to see what she's going to put up today for bench. Hannah with her opener of 70. Good lift on the board.
And Hannah, this is the American record attempt.
Which is insane. I know she was here at CNATS last year. She did hit top 5 podium, so I am curious to see what will happen today for her. Beautiful bench press.
I blinked and I missed it.
You blinked and you missed it.
What happened? Oh, it moved.
New
It
American
flew.
record, yeah. Let's see what she has in the tank for today. I would love to see maybe 120 on the platform today.
120 would be amazing.
Guinevere on platform 1, 72.5 opener. Good lift.
And a solid bench from Isabella, 75 keys for her second attempt. Moving on, we have Maya on platform 2 with 77.5, a 5-kilo jump from her previous.
Tabitha on platform 4, taking 77.5 for an opener. Now Riley here on platform 3 is retaking an opener. Let's see if she can get her second attempt. That way she's on the board for bench.
Come on, Riley. A lot smoother than her first, for sure. And the judges love it.
Good lift. She has something on there for bench, so good to see that there. 80 kg opener on platform 4 for Savannah. Nadia on platform 1, opening with 75 keys.
And then here's Giselle with 77.5 keys on platform 2, making it fly. Looks like 80 or 82.5. Oh, but it was a no lift, unfortunately. It's a technicality from the referees. Smooth second attempt from Tyracia. Sorry if I butchered that. With 80 keys, 7.5 kilo jump on platform 3.
Platform 4, we have Lilia Bingham, Georgia lifter, opening up with 82.5. See what she has us for the opener. Oh, blink and you miss it. Blink and you miss it.
It popped up right up.
Let's see what she has in the tank for the rest of us today. Second attempt on platform 2, smokes second attempt with 80 keys.
Here's Victoria on platform 3, 80 keys. Now she is in line of sight of me from the commentator's booth when she was warming up, and she looked dialed in. She had a glare going on. Let's see how she goes on for the rest of the day. Solid bench from her.
With our equipped lifting, I do want to note, when they slide into the bench, it's going to look a little different. They're going to look a little bit more restricted because they do have that bench shirt on. But their bench is also, nonetheless, very, very fun to watch, because they also, again, have that spring off the chest.
It's a spring off the chest, but they do have to use their triceps and their shoulders and a bit of their chest for that lockout. A solid opener from Mia on platform 1.
One of my favorite cues with the bench is cueing neck pressure by honestly having a double chin.
The double
So
chin.
if you're someone out there who you need maybe some tips on bench press, coming from someone who holds a state record in it, not to flex, but
not to flex.
Not
the
to flex,
Georgia
guys.
state record of 67.5 at juniors.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta flex when I can. But I will say, cueing a double chin is key because it really helps solidify that neck pressure and also helping your brace and your touch point to be softer. So just, you know, something to add there if you're someone out there who needs maybe a cue or two to help them with their bench press. Julia Hartman here, platform 3, 87.5 second attempt. Slow second attempt, but very nice for a second attempt. So I have a feeling she's going to go probably for 90 for her third and match her PR.
Yeah, 90 for sure. Lauren up next on platform 2 with 82.5 keys.
Allie on platform 1 opening with 95 from FSU.
Solid bench from Lauren, 3 white lights.
We are seeing some big bench presses.
And the pressure is adding on as this just in. The difference between Haley and Hannah's second bench attempts are going to be half a kilo apart. Haley's taking 115 while Hannah's taking 115 and a half. They're trying to take that record.
This is going to be exciting.
It's going to be really exciting today.
We love to watch some national records be taken from each other back and forth.
And some like fierce like competitiveness, you know?
Yeah.
Like not only is it to QT, you know, today, but it's going for the win. For sure.
For sure.
Standing on the first place podium with the first place gold medal, it's got to mean something.
Jennifer Benavides on platform 3, 90 kg second attempt. See what the judging say. Good lift.
Here's Izzy Deller on platform 2 with 90 keys.
Zakaria, platform 4. She's one of our top podium people for our equipped lifting. Well, I'm forecasting that she'll probably be somewhere on the podium. Opening up with 95 kg. We're going to see a lot of bench presses above the 90s right now as we get into the third attempts.
Coming up soon, especially on platform 3 and 4, with our heaviest bench on platform 4 to be 137 and a half from our equipped women's. That's crazy.
Yeah, and these are some solid pauses too, I will say. So make sure when you're training in the gym, you're training for competition that you're training the comp standard. You know, whenever you're getting commands in the gym, have someone give you commands who maybe is a ref at there in the state, or they can give you a solid press command. That way, when you come onto the platform here at a national meet, you're not surprised with anything crazy.
Right, out of the ordinary, you know, holding that pause, you know, longer than just a millisecond.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you're joining us today, welcome to 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate Nationals here in College Park, Georgia, right by the airport here. CNATS is happening. Started Thursday, going to Sunday. Great performances we're having here today. American records, national records, so in both raw and equipped classes. So make sure you tune in for the rest of the event for the remainder of the week until Sunday for some phenomenal lifting.
And the lifts get heavier as the days go on.
You will not want to miss it.
Here's Jenny with 110 as her opener. Oh, bit of a misgroove.
See if she can retake that, maybe, you know, just a misgroove. So sometimes some things are just slight misgrooves.
Right.
All right, platform 3, Janie. She is again in the race for first for the 67.5 raw class. Second attempt of 100 keys, taking a 5 kg jump. We're most likely going to see 2.5 to 5 kg jumps on the bench press.
A good fight from Stacy on platform 2. She just couldn't lock it out. Unfortunate for her, but she does get to walk away with her second attempt.
Solid attempt for Janie on platform 3.
That looked like an opener, honestly, on platform 3.
Some people, they'll take their second attempts and they're just going to look like openers. Heck, even third attempts, sometimes people will just be, they'll be on one for the day, and their third attempts will look like openers.
American records. Well, they look like seconds.
All right,
so
platform 3, national record attempt, Haley Clayton, 115. We do have Hannah Peterson following to try and break that with 115.5. So this is going to be an interesting battle that you're going to want to pay attention to here on platform 3. This is 253 pounds for in American units.
in freedom units.
Freedom units for sure.
This is crazy.
I do believe I saw a little bit of bobble there at the bottom of the press. Looks like she might have jumped the press command, but no lift for Haley, unfortunately. But Hannah Peterson is going to take that 115.5 attempt for her second. And I do want to call out her wrist position on her bench is a little different. She has a bit more of a bulldog grip, I will say. So bulldog grip meaning your fingertips are more kind of on the bar as opposed to your entire finger, and her wrists are a little bit more internally rotated. So you'll find that there's a lot of internal rotation with some lifters in their wrist positioning and or bulldog grip, as we like to call it. But this is going to be quite the attempt we're going to see her today from Hannah Peterson. Very excited to see.
And if she gets this attempt, she's going to be putting the pressure on Haley, where the difference in their subtotals right now are 12 keys.
Oh, smokes it. Smokes it.
Oh my goodness.
Congrats, Hannah Peterson, national record, or American record, excuse me. Good job. I cannot wait to see what she loads for that third attempt.
That was crazy. The pressure is on for Haley. She has to get 115 now.
I'm curious to see what she's going to load for that third attempt. So here on platform 1, Sierra, second attempt, 75. Platform 2, Gisela, going up 2.5 kg with 80 keys on the bar. She did miss her second attempt, so curious why the 2.5 jump. But, you know, she trusts in her handler and her coach, so I believe in her.
See if she gets it.
Oh, smokes
Smooth.
it. I wonder if she just jumped a command maybe on her second attempt.
Yeah. Or maybe that bobble that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Riley on platform 3. Good lift for 72.5.
And a good lift from Sierra with 75 keys on platform 1. And platform 4, Lauren is getting set to bench 70 keys.
I want to say thank you to our spotters and loaders here today for keeping our lifters safe and helping move this meet quickly along. wouldn't be here without you.
Here's Victoria up next, 82.5 keys on platform 3. It's going to be a 2.5 kilo jump from her previous. Hopefully she gets it.
All right, just to kind of give you some statistics, our 2023 champion for 67.5 raw was Mandy Ogo, and she had a 480 kg total at 501.72 dots. Now, Jamie is projected to do, what was it, 485, I believe?
45 is correct.
45, so breaking, and that is just her, that's just her subtotal. So I'm curious to see how much she's going to blow that total out.
A7's new deflection collection launching today. You can get it now at a7.co. Their motto is Demand Greatness. A7 began as a sponsor for USAPL Raw Nats in 2016 and has been pushing the sport forward since then. They are now the official supplier of USAPL branded apparel and have been in the business since 2015. A7's love for the powerlifting community is their uniting belief, and they believe that everyone can achieve their full potential through demanding greatness.
Love me some A7. I'm wearing their shorts and their shirt. Love them. Great material to wear on the platform and off the platform. Here on platform 4, we have Lilia Bingham, second attempt with 87.5 keys. I believe she's going to smoke this based off her first attempt that she had.
Amazing bench attempt from Hannah on platform 3 with 87.5 keys.
Oh, yeah.
Easy
Honestly,
bench from Lilia.
I think she might go 92.5.
It's definitely there for her.
I think she's going to hit it. And that's her gym PR. Juliet Hartman here on 90 with her third attempt. Not quite there today, Juliet, but that's okay. Save up for your deadlift.
That's a no lift from Julie, unfortunately. Up next, we have Denise on platform 4.
Izzy here on platform 2, re-attempting her second attempt at 90 kg for her third attempt. Madison here on platform 3, grinding out 92.5. Judges says, no lift.
Lillian going for 85 keys on platform 1. Hopefully she gets it.
Jennifer Benavides, one of the, originally equipped going to Raw, and she's now in contest to be top 5 today. So we're going to be seeing some big numbers out of her. She's currently attempting 92.5 for her third attempt on platform 3.
And American record for squat.
Can she get what a grind? And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's a third attempt. That is a third attempt grind.
If you looked up third attempts on Google and you looked at the image, that would come up. And up next, we have Carolyn Cook from FIU with 95 keys. And her teammate is going for 100 keys, right? And how do we feel about competing against our teammates? Is there like a little bit of a rivalry, or is it like, or is it like just a friendly gesture? Right?
You know, I think at the end of the day, it's all love. But when you're on the platform, you're competitors, and you're competing against each other. So to me, she's just another competition, another op, if you will, that you want to beat out. So
may the best win.
In the best way. You're cheering each other on, obviously, but at the end of the day, you want to beat them. So I'm sure they both are cheering each other on and wishing the best, but I know they want to give it their all on the platform.
There's something about holding a chip over your teammate.
Platform 2 about to finish here with the last bench. Jasmine Perez, 102.5, finishing off the bench session for Platform 2.
Platform 4 still on second attempts with Lauren Ng from UCLA with 100 keys on her chest. Easy second attempt from Lauren.
Platform 1 was Saul, our Georgia lifter, third attempt, 60 keys.
And then here are our rankings so far within the Raw Women's Division, with UTSA and Texas A&M tied at 29 points. Midland University following right behind in second place with 21 points. And UC Irvine following up in third place with 20 points. The competition is clearly very tight between the second and third placings, but University of South Florida could easily overtake them as they are 4 points behind, and University of Pittsburgh is 4 points behind them as well, with tying with Concordia and Boston. William Jewell and McKendree are all tied with 11 points. Platform 2 has wrapped up bench. Don't go anywhere just yet, as Platform 1, 3, and 4 are still moving forward with bench. There is going to be a 10-minute intermission for Platform 2, just for everyone to take a break. And right after that 10-minute intermission will be deadlifts.
Janie here on Platform 3, third attempt, 102.5.
Zakaria with a smooth bench of 102.5 on Platform 4. She's cooking something up.
All right, Haley Klein retaking that 115. Now, Hannah Peterson does have 118.5 for her third attempt. And just a reminder to everyone watching, you can go on LiftingCast to see what attempts our lifters here today are putting up.
The competition is very fierce, and it is very tight between the lifters. Here's Jenny reattempting 110 on Platform 4.
Third attempt here on Platform 1 for Leah, 72.5. Platform 4 retaking 110 for Jenny, hoping to secure a bench attempt.
She finally gets that lockout from Jenny.
No lift for Haley here on Platform 3.
And it's a good bench from Jenny on Platform 4.
Leah, no lift for 72.5.
Now Haley did get one light on Platform 3. She could contest to edge out Hannah, as she is about 7 kilos right behind her. But if she gets this lift, she will shorten that distance and will be 4 kilos behind Haley.
Hannah Peterson coming up with 118.5 keys on the platform.
Here to smash her own American record attempt.
261 pounds on the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a bench press.
That is quite the bench press.
And I think she's going to smoke it.
And hopefully she does.
I have faith. Juliana Perez here on Platform 4. Open second attempt, 122.5.
A solid bench attempt from Chow on Platform 1 with 3 white lights. Fight, Hannah, come on.
Can she get it? Can she get it?
Just wasn't there for the day, but she does get to walk away with 115.5, an American record
For sure. And she can leave knowing that. Head held high. And that will wrap us up on platform 3 with bench. Make sure you join us here on platform 1 or platform 4, or stick around for us on deadlifts for platform 3. See you in about 10 minutes. Sierra, third attempt, 77.5.
And then we have an American record attempt from Tansy, retaking 137.5. Hopefully she gets it around this time.
Good attempt there for Sierra for her third attempt. I can only assume the energy out there is phenomenal.
Oh, it's great.
I can hear the rumbling from here.
Especially with Gino out there.
Oh yeah, we love Gino. Shout out Gino.
Yeah.
Anna on platform 1 going for 77.5 for her third attempt. Rocking the A7 singlet. A7 singlet?
Platform 4 as well. It's the Halloween collection.
Ah.
Nice controlled descent from Tansy on platform 4.
Spring dub.
And that is an American record.
What was just saying? 3 white lights, new American record. Congrats. A great
Congrats.
thing to add to the lifting resume, I will add. Third attempt here for Mackenzie at 77.5 keys. She gets this, she will be 6 for 6 going into deadlifts.
That's something that you definitely want to hold on to. Here's Lauren. We're moving on to our third attempts on platform 4. Lauren taking 70 keys for her final choice of bench.
Yeah, bench rule we didn't touch on was that your head can come up off the bench now. So I haven't seen too many of that today, but just know it's now no longer a rule that you have to have your head down the entire time. Your head can't come up.
I've noticed that in my recent benches that I like to pick up my head a little bit, you know, to really tuck in that chin. We have Guinevere on platform 1 with 77.5 keys, retaking her second attempt. As well as Tabitha on platform 4, retaking her second attempt at 82.5 keys.
Like I said earlier, on the bench, we want to make sure we're keeping up the momentum and not letting it drag. I know after squats can be taxing, but you don't want to kind of let your momentum fall. You want to keep it at pace, keep it up, and going into your second attempts, or your bench, you want to try to go 3 for 3.
For sure.
No lifts on both platform 1 and platform 4. Nadia here on platform 1. Third attempt of 82.5 keys on the bar from Cornell University.
Here's Savannah on platform 4 with 87.5 keys on the bar, getting set to bench with the gray A7 singlet. In a solid third attempt, looking a little too easy. And then Lilia Bingham of 92.5 keys, looking to get that PR on platform 4. In the grind from Nadia on platform 1, she gets it up though. In a great bench attempt.
Lilia Bingham going to match her gym PR at 92.5. Let's go, Lilia.
Come on, Lilia.
Doing a self-unrack. Smooth unrack, I will say. Oh, smoked
Easy.
it. Smoked it. And that is what a taper will do, ladies and gents, is things will move heavy on a week 4, on your peak week, and fly on the platform.
Trust in the taper. It'll be their meet day.
Yes.
It's a cliche saying, but it will be their meet day. Don't worry.
Trust in the taper.
In taper we trust. Here we have Mia on platform 1, taking 85 keys for her 3rd attempt. And Julie Serrano from UTSA retaking 95 on platform 4. 85 just wasn't there for Mia, unfortunately, but she gets a walk away with 82 and a half. Ooh, great catch from our spotters. Looks like the bar almost slipped out of her hands.
Lauren going to reattempt 100 keys on the platform for her 3rd attempt.
Lillian taking a step above from her 85 attempt. Only 2.5 keys though.
Lauren also putting up one of the higher QTs in the top 5, so.
That is correct, with a projected total of 495 and a forecasted placing of 3rd.
Wow. That's insane. That's insane total.
Come on, Lauren.
Can she fight
Fight
it? Can
it.
she grind it out?
Come on, it's going up. Stick with it.
Keep going, keep going. What a press.
That is
Let's
crazy.
see what the judges will say. 2 white lights. Good job, Lauren.
If a Frenchman was there, they would have been screaming, "Allez, allez, allez."
Emily here on platform 1, 3rd attempt, 90 keys.
Denise stepping out for 100 keys on platform 4.
Emily will be our 2nd to last lifter here on platform 1, flight B, 90 keys. Allie up next, her 3rd attempt at 110 keys.
There was a bit of a downward motion on Denise. Let's see if the judges caught on to that. It's a no lift. In just a second to shout out to our sponsor, Boostcamp. Elevate your training with Boostcamp, the premier powerlifting app, absolutely free. Follow proven programs like TSA 9-week approach, Candido's 6-week strength, Kristen Dunsmore intermediate program, 531, and over 100 programs to hit new PRs. Ready for a game changer training app?
Allie with 110.
And Zakaria with 105 on platform 4.
Oh, smoked her 3rd attempt. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights, and that wraps up our bench for platform 1. If you are still wanting to watch the remainder of the 67 and a halves, we do have platform 4 continuing. And on platform 1, if you do want to stick around, we will have deadlifts coming up shortly, so feel free to stick around. We'll see you in a bit.
And on platform 4, we have Lauren stepping out to 105 keys.
We do have platform 2 about to start here on deadlifts. Angela opening up with 100 keys. And now we're going to see a big momentum shift going into deadlift. Deadlift is one of those lifts that it can change the trajectory of a meet. And there's different pools. There's sumo, there's conventional. We'll see different types of sumo. We'll see conventional, different stances and everything like that. But deadlift is where it gets fun and it gets interesting. So you're going to want to make sure that you're continuing to watch for deadlift.
For sure, people could be pulling their subtotals, or they could be hidden dark horses and come up and sneaking from behind, quite literally, and take a podium spot right underneath you.
Platform 4, Jenny with 112.5 keys on the platform.
Smooth opener from Angela from 100 keys.
You're going to see what is on the legs of our lifters. It is white and it's baby powder. Don't mistake it for chalk. Chalk is indeed on our lifters' hands. You don't have to have baby powder on your thighs, nor do you have to have chalk, but it surely does help. But you are going to see a lot of our lifters here have lots of baby powder and lots of chalk to make sure the bar doesn't fall out of their hands. The bar easily glides against the legs, and it's okay that if baby powder gets everywhere because it's covered out here in the warm-up room.
Yeah, on our way to the commentator booth, we almost slipped.
Yeah. Be careful out there. Make sure it does not get on your shoes, because if it's on your shoes, you could perhaps slip in the middle of your attempt. So make sure before you step on the platform, you wipe your feet a bit.
Here's Savannah going for a massive 120 for her final selection. She did miss 2 other attempts. She needs this to stay within the fight of the top 5.
Let's go, Savannah. Oh, smoked it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Looks like she found her groove. Welcome back to the competition, Savannah. Platform 3, we're getting started with deadlifts, starting off with Rachel, a smooth opener of 112.5. Moving on to Alexandra with 117.5 load up for the bar.
Juliana Perez on platform 4, reattempting 122.5. I also want to point attention on platform 2. You're going to see some of our lifters are going to opt for no shirt, no undershirt under their singlet, or to continue to wear their undershirt. You know, you're someone who wants to flex off your muscles, you might want to go undershirt, or it just might give you just more freeing movement whenever you're in the pool.
I, for one, I like to flex off my front delts, you know. But it's also to be, you know, get a little bit more range of motion because the shirt can be a bit tight.
Juliana Perez, 3 white lights.
And here's Tansy looking to break her own American record, 143 keys up next. That's 315 pounds.
Good Lord. Just process that. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah. That's the Gym Bro 315.
Yeah.
But right now we got Gino cheering up the crowd, saying, "Let's go, Tansy."
This will be an insane press if she can get it, which I have full faith. Platform 3, we have Talisa opening with 125 conventional in some blazers, I think. Eleanor, platform 2, opening up with 122.5. All right, let's point our attention to platform 4. Tansy, 143.
Give your energy out to platform 4, Tansy. She's going to need it.
Come on, push!
Oh,
that was
goodness.
insane.
That is crazy.
What will the judges say? 3 white lights, stand on that bench. Both our commentators out there. There she goes. Congrats, Tansy.
Business
that was insane.
She stood.
Business she stood on. So proud of you. Great press onto deadlift.
Here we have our Raw men standings with Midland in first with 29 points, Texas A&M second place with 15 points, UTSA with 12 points, tied with McKendree of 12 points, and Army with 9 points.
All right, here on platform 3, we have Aaron opening up with 132.5.
And then here are our Raw women's standings so far, with UTSA and Texas A&M still tied at 29, Midland with 21, UC Irvine with 20, and University of South Florida with 16.
All right, one thing you're going to notice here on deadlifts is that you do have to have deadlift socks in order to be deadlift.
Welcome to the 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate National Championships in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. That's A7. This is USA Powerlifting. This is a blood sport. If you want blood, you got it.
try to take some places. It's always fun seeing overtakes and on the board that you see on the screen in the background. As we get closer to our third attempts, it will help show you where they will be placing based on their lifts. Here's Eleanor getting set to take 135 from Ohio State.
Slower pull, but she gets it. Let's see what the judges say on platform 2.
In a similar pull from platform 3, 3 white lights for Honora with 155 keys.
Platform 2, the lights are a little slow to load.
So when this happens, the referees do tend to use the flags instead, or the cards that they usually keep underneath their chairs. And this just helps keep the ball rolling, and it helps lifters keep on moving forward. The attempts and scores will be adjusted later. Here's Amber from FIU setting up to take her opener of 132.5. And platform 4 has started on deadlifts, with Nicole starting out with 127.5. Looks like the time is going to run out for her, unfortunately. Moving on to the next lifter.
Maybe her last one was a little heavy, so she might
need some more time.
Yeah, she might just do a second and third attempt. Also on platform 2, Ariana, she did get her second attempt. Maxine on platform 3 with 157.5 second attempt. Beautiful deadlift, beautiful.
Good deadlifts all around on platforms 1, 2, and 3.
Joelle on platform 2. Let's see what the judges say for her 142.5 second attempt.
Looks like we're back at the top of the board on platform 4 with Erin Pump. She just took 127.5, made it look like a cakewalk. Up next, we have Nicole Bainey with 127.5. Looks like the lifters were just misinformed about the timing.
Jolie did get her second attempt. Good lift for her. On platform 2, we have Hannah with 145.
Platform 3, we are flying through the first flight with deadlifts. We are on our third attempts, with Alexandra making an easy 130 attempt, moving on to Rachel with 140 kilos on the bar for her.
And third attempts are where things get dicey. You can actually change your third attempt twice.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So you can honestly maybe convince one of your competitors to put this number on the board that they maybe can't hit, and maybe you can hit the number you're putting up, and forcing them to pull something they can't, and you pulling for the win, or pulling to beat them.
That's where the mental games kick in. Rachel couldn't break 140 off the floor, unfortunate for her, but a good meet nonetheless, as she finishes 5 for 9.
And going into these third attempts, this is where you're wanting to flip that switch and really hitting the platform strong, but also calm. I can find that when you hit that ammonia, those smelling salts going into your third deadlift, it maybe can throw off your technique a little bit. So it's important to know if you've used ammonia in training before, to also calm yourself and not let all that adrenaline really defeat your technique and the calmness and the focus of your pull. So, but you're going to see some great third attempts here today, some interesting calls, because we're going to be having some battles here for podium spots.
Composure is definitely the key here, but I know you're, for one, is someone that likes to get hype for their third attempt.
Yeah, and I'll bring the hype to you guys for your third attempts here on the live stream. But I'm someone I try to bring the hype, because that's something that you gotta have. I feel in a good way, a hype, but also a composed hype. So for me, I do like to scream a little bit. Try to be calm. I beat my chest, a little different than most, but
And then Madison Sheets up next with 147.5 keys. A bit of a grinder for her on platform 3. But she gets it through.
What will the judges say?
A
Good
great lift
lift
from her. Nice job. Here's Amberlyn Hoper up next for 135 keys. Smooth opener. And then Jaden Bennett with 130 keys from Liberty.
And she's happy about that one.
Smiles all around. The judges love it too.
We love seeing a smile on all of our lifters' faces whenever they pull a lift and they're like, yeah, that's it. That's mine. I say when you're walking up to the platform, going for maybe a PR, envision that you already hit the lift. Envision the post celebration, if you will. Gives you a little bit more excitement and confidence going up to the platform.
So
all right, our overlays are not matching what the lifter is, so we are working on it here, but you can go to LiftingCast or look up on the screen behind the lifter and see which lifter is lifting and what weight they're lifting as well.
A grinder from Ava, just couldn't get it through. Gator chomp to end the day.
Oh wow, Lourdes, platform 3, can she grind it out? Can
Come
she
on,
grind it
Lourdes.
out? Well, she got it.
Nice.
Will she get it? No
Oh.
lift. Maybe pitching.
Yeah, could be, or she could go contested.
Also, something that will get you a red light is using your thighs to support the lift or to move the bar up your leg. That is not, that will not give you a white light. That will give you a red light indeed. Smooth third attempt from Ava here on platform 2. Also a gator.
Solid opener from Vivian of 147.5 keys for her. With Annabelle on platform 3, taking 152.5 for her final selection. Can she get it? Fortunately couldn't break it off the floor. Nice try, but a good day from her overall. Sydney going 135. Looks like she got it.
Miriam on platform 4,
Nice shot,
147.5 opener.
Bit of a fight from Honora. Just couldn't break the floor. Stapled to the ground. Nice try. Good day from her.
Platform 1, we have Christina, 137.5 keys for her second attempt. Makes light work of it.
Solid lift from Sarah of 137.5 keys.
Ashley with her opener of 152.5, smoking it.
And a solid third attempt of 160 from Rachel. Nice job.
Openers here on platform 4 with Mel with 155 keys in the equipped class. Oh, it looks like she might have had a little bit of downward motion there at the top. Let's see what the judges say. Oh, 3 white lights.
Three white
They
lights.
didn't miss it.
Well, so something that we did see yesterday was the lift was just too fast and the whip caught onto them. And because of the whip, there was a little bit of downward motion at the top before they got the down command. And unfortunately, it was a no lift.
Maxine with her third attempt of 162.5, and she is ecstatic at the top.
That was a great lift.
Good job today, Maxine. Platform 2, Ariana with 142.5. if she gets this, she will have a 9 for 9 day.
Well, she did get it. Let's see if the judges will give it to her.
Congrats today, Ariana, on your incredible performance with 9 for 9.
Here's Crystal loading up 160 for her opener on platform 4.
Adriana on platform 2. Third attempt of 147.5.
Smooth second attempt for Alexa of 137.5.
We are cruising through these second and third attempts. This is where you see the meet starts to move quite fast.
Yeah, I'd say deadlifts is more on the faster side of things for
Right.
sure. Platform 3, we have Mavedi with 162.5 keys for her final selection of the day.
All of our lifters going at once. Angelina, platform 1, second attempt, 137.5. Good lift.
Good lifts on platforms 1, 2, and 4. Let's see if 3 gets it. White lights across the board.
When going for a third attempt, how do you lock in?
Me, I visualize something very violent that is about to happen to the bar. You know.
Okay, that's
Of course,
different.
not the competitors, but the
Right.
bar.
Right.
And then, yeah, like you were saying, like I already made the lift, so like I might as well just execute. And that's I tend to repeat words, so in my mind it's just execute, execute, execute.
Right. I think about all the hard work that went into the prep. Leaving it all on the platform and just executing as much as you can. Use the energy of the crowd to really pull in that hype.
It can definitely get emotional at times.
Right. Riley here on platform 3 with 150 for her opener.
On platform 3, we are moving on to our second flight, so expect some tight competition later down the board. Here we have Nicole Bainey on platform 4, choosing 137.5, a 10-kilo jump from her previous. A solid attempt. Let's see how the judges like it. A good lift.
Joelle on platform 2. Her third attempt deadlift is going to be 152.5.
A good lift from Sarah of 147.5 on platform 1.
I was not there today for Joelle, but great performance today. He just did Collegiate Nationals. Smooth opener for Teresia. Excuse me if I'm incorrect with your pronunciation. Henner Peterson, again, one of our top contesters for a podium spot here for the 67.5 Raws. Opening up with 162.5 keys on the platform. We are going to see a big deadlift also from Janie here later in this flight here in platform 3.
That's true. If we're going to talk about deadlift specialists, it's definitely going to be Janie and Juliet Hartman later down the board.
Platform 2 opening with 137.5 is Kristen.
Solid second attempt from Michaela from BMC. I'm sorry, Amberlyn from William Jewell.
Hannah smoking that first attempt. I know she has a mean deadlift as well, Hannah.
Don't worry too much about the names not matching the lifter. You can always follow along with the boards behind them.
Or on LiftingCast as well. Ella on platform 4, excuse me, deadlift second attempt, 147.5 keys. Good job.
We have Jasmine coming up onto the board onto the platform on platform 2 with 140 keys from Texas State University.
again, you do have a minute to get that down command. So, you know, if you have a little bit of a longer setup, totally okay. Just as long as you get it within that 1 minute time frame. Platform 3, Carolyn Cook. First attempt, 162.5. Smokes it.
Great lift from Carolyn. We have Vivian on platform 4 with 152.5. A little bit of a sticking point, but she gets it.
Olivia here on platform 1. Her third attempt with 140 is a good lift. Congrats, Olivia.
Victoria Ho up next on platform 3 with 162.5 keys from University of Texas, San Antonio.
As we wrap up some of our third attempts here on platform 1, I want to say congrats to all the lifters who just finished their first collegiate nationals. You know, prep for a nationals is always crazy, especially being in school. And, you know, considering I did this last year, I can attest to how that's taxing to do full powerlifting training on top of a class schedule. I mean, it's difficult for me now, and I'm in a full-time corporate job, and battling training is also difficult, but it's also difficult for our collegiate athletes. So I just want to say congrats to all of our lifters here who made it here today and made it here to Atlanta, and you're finishing out your third attempts here on deadlift. Congrats for making it this far.
Yep, being a collegiate athlete is no joke. On platform 4, we have Alexandria with 162.5 keys for her second attempt.
Haley Clayton let's see, she's about to do 167.5 here on platform 3 for her first attempt. Again, she is in contest for a top podium spot.
Alexandria just couldn't get the lift there, but she does have one more try.
Oh, and you'll see on Haley Clayton, you'll see her grip is a little bit different. She is pulling mainly on the smooth. You'll see some lifters will pull mainly on the smooth, like Joe Bornstein, or they'll pull completely on the knurling, which is the little bit of the rougher part, which is where you'll see a lot of lifters end up pulling their calluses on that part, depending on how sharp the knurling is on that bar. I've pulled a few calluses just recently. Mine are starting to heal, thankfully. But everyone has a different pulling position, so if you can pull on the smooth, honestly, congrats to you, because my hands would slip.
Yeah, I remember tearing my hands on a week 3 deadlift on my meet prep last year, and that was on a fresh TSS bar. Those bars will eat your hands up.
All right, just a little bit about us, the commentators, coming for you today. This morning's session. My name is Cassidy Rotolo. I am from Georgia. I've been lived here all my life. Been powerlifting for roughly 2 years. Been doing USAPL specifically, I think, for about a year. I'm out of college, so I'm no longer in the CNATS like arena college lifting era in my post-grad lifting. And I am in prep for Raw Nats later this September. I work in marketing if you're curious. Yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Ben, how about you introduce yourself?
Me, hello, my name is Benjamin Quach. I am also Georgia native, living here all my life. I compete at the 82.5 kilo class in USAPL. But unfortunately, I did not qualify and make the CNATS total, but I'm here to commentate for you all weekend. So you'll be hearing lots of my voice throughout the days that go on. A grinder from Crystal on platform 4. She just couldn't lock it out, lost at the top.
Cheney here who I think is going to get first. So I think she might be in place for first right now. Opening with 195. I believe she just hit 500 here in March, so I'm curious to see how close she is going to get to that.
Oh my goodness.
Smooth opener, fast.
Breaks the American record.
She's on one.
But here's Juliet up next to chip her with 196.5.
Our local Georgia lifter here from Georgia Tech, coached by Miss Jazz. We love Jazz.
Love Jazz.
Juliet, this is all you. Let's go. Platform 2, easy opener. All white lights.
Erin up next on platform 4, choosing 140 as her last attempt. Bit of a grinder.
Juliet Hartman with an easy opener with that national record attempt. All white lights. Now we're going to want to pay attention to Juliet and Jamie here on the deadlift because I feel like they're going to go head to head.
Head to head for the deadlift session. It's going to be very close, for sure.
Platform 4, third attempt for Michaela at 142.5. I believe her timer is at 30 seconds, so she either is scratching and letting some of her competitors take some time and rest in between their lifts and give a break for the spotters and loaders. Not sure what is going on there, but she may or may not be just timing out there. Easy opener for Madison. That was her second attempt, 157.5.
Stacy up next to do her opener of 170 on platform 2.
Platform 1, Alexandria with her third attempt, 155. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Good lift from her. Moving on, we have Riley on platform 3, taking us back to the top of the board. An easy second attempt for her of 160.
From Penn State University.
Platform 4, we have Kaylin choosing 145 as her final selection of the day from University of North Texas. If she gets this, she will move from 46th to 43rd. That just goes to show how deep this weight class is.
The 67 halves are a very competitive weight class. I'm very excited to compete with the rest of them come Raw Nats. Very fun.
Bit of a grinder from Kaylin, but she seems surprised from it. Let's see if she gets it. 3 white lights.
Platform 3, we have Teresia. Easy opener, or second attempt, excuse me, 170. Grinder here on platform 1 for Sarah for her third attempt at 160. What will the judges say?
She sticks to at the top, and the
Good
judges
lift.
love it. Here's Jasmine taking 150 from Texas State. A solid attempt. 160 is there for her.
And you'll see sometimes in between attempts, the spotters are cleaning off the bar because you are allowed to request the bar be cleaned in between each attempt. And I highly encourage it before each lift, making sure that you don't have any chalk on any other parts of the bar that you don't want.
Or baby powder, too.
Or baby powder,
Sometimes
for sure.
the baby powder can fly up in the air and can end up on areas where you are gripping the bar.
Yeah. Hannah Peterson smoking 172.5 with her second attempt.
Hannah Peterson is currently in third with 448 kilos under her belt, but there is still some tight competition ahead of her.
Amberlyn here on platform 4 couldn't quite lock it out for her third attempt. Class act by shaking the ref's hands. Class act.
Very noble.
Also, you can move the bar up and down the platform.
That's true.
If maybe there's baby powder in a lot of one spot, you are allowed to move it further back, wherever.
Yeah, you can see how, like, on platforms 1 and 4, the bars are moved further forward, whereas platform 3 is moved a little bit back, and platform 2 is all the way in the back of the platform.
Platform 1, Lindsay with her third attempt deadlift at 170 with a good lift.
Platform 3, Victoria taking 172.5 from UTSA.
Oh, Ella couldn't quite hold on to her third attempt at 152.5. One of
That's
those
a
things
gym
on
PR
technique.
nonetheless.
That's gym PR.
Yeah, I'll count that as a gym PR, to be honest. I would take that.
Again, thank you to our spotters and loaders here today for spotting and loading and keeping our lifters safe. Macy Hill here on platform 1. Third attempt deadlift at 175, the last deadlift of her flight.
Of flight A.
Yep,
If she makes this, she will move to 8th. The overlays may be lagging a bit behind, but do not worry. As the next session comes up next, the overlays will be fixed.
Allison on platform 1, unfortunately, looks like she scratched her third attempt. She did not get a deadlift attempt here today. She did take 125 for her first and second deadlift, and she did not get it. So unfortunately, she will not be able to put a total up today.
That's unfortunate to see, but hopefully she had a great day regardless. Here's Jenna Boker on platform 2 from University of South Florida, choosing 162.5 for her second attempt.
Alexandria here on platform 3, 162.5 for our equipped. Good attempt, good lift. Haley Clayton here, 175, second attempt from Army, pulling on that smooth like we talked about earlier. A little slower lockout. She still gets it. Let's see what the judges say. Good lift.
Couldn't agree more. Miriam Bloom on platform 4, choosing 165, looking to end the day at 5th place if she gets this lift.
Oh, come on, pull.
Come on.
There we go. Let's see what the judges say for Miriam on platform 4. Good lift.
Good lift.
Podium spot she goes. Jennifer Moore, platform 3.
And a good lift from Gisela on platform 2, 167.5.
Well, Saul opening up with 115 for her first attempt here on platform 1. Hannah Atoro with a second attempt for 182.5. She has quite a bit of a narrow convention, I will say.
That is true, but if it works, right?
Right. Like we said, all our lifts here are individual per the lifter, so what works for you is not going to work for someone else, but if that's their strongest position, that's their strongest position.
Of course. Jennifer with a massive 182.5 as her second attempt, but makes it fly.
And we're going to see some big deadlifts here on platform 3.
Jennifer's here to let you know that she's still in the running. Don't count her out.
And Juliet here, is second attempt is going to be 202.5 keys on the platform for her second attempt.
See if Juliet gets this. A smooth deadlift from Juliet. Up next, we have Janie with a monster 213 kilo deadlift.
Going to take that record from Juliet. I think she gets this on her third attempt. She's going to blow it out of the water.
For sure. And the running is just so tight between second and third. The difference between their lifts are only 5 kilos, and the difference between 4th and 5th is about, I believe, 7 kilos. Isn't that correct?
Janie here is contested for first right now, so I think she's quite up there. I think she's honestly probably secured the win, but it's not over till it's over. Janie getting that second attempt, looking a little bit like she had some balance issues, looked a little
At the
off a little
top.
bit, but I think she's still gonna pull something crazy for her third attempt.
Right, if she, I think for sure. Let's see what she loads up next. But before that, Jennifer and the battle between Jennifer and Haley is just so close that if Jennifer misses her third attempt, Haley could just snatch it up from behind and take second place.
Okay, and that is exactly why deadlifts are quite interesting, because you could pretend to load something that you can't load, or force someone to load something that they cannot hit,
And
giving
just
you
put the pressure on them.
Yeah, giving you kind of the edge. Sometimes it's a game.
Platform 4, we are moving on to our openers on the second flight with Tansy with 140 keys from Northeastern. Nice job, Mackenzie, with 147.5 keys. Up next, we have Chow Win with 150 keys from the University of Houston. Laura taking 140 as an easy opener on platform 4 from UCLA. And Riley on platform 3 taking 170 as her final deadlift of the day. If she takes this, then she moves on to 16th place.
Can she lock it out? Oh, not quite. All good, Riley. You had a good day, nonetheless. Kristen here on platform 2 with her third attempt at 157.5 from Clemson University. If successful, she will move from 15th to, looks like, 8th place. Definitely when you come into CNATs, hitting top 10, definitely quite a goal. Definitely a big goal to have.
Not only that, but you score points for your team.
Right, exactly. Let's see what the judges say here for Kristen. And it's a good lift. Congrats on that pull.
Nice job, Kristen.
Taylor here on platform 1, opening up with 155.
We have Tyracia on platform 3 taking 177.5 on her final choice of deadlift from Army. And on platform 4, Georgia native Lilia Bingham taking 160 for her opener.
And I know Lily's gym PR is currently 172.5, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what her third attempt is here today. My number one op here in Georgia. Can't let anyone forget it. She is my fave lifter, a great lifter to watch. Excited to watch her today. Smokes 160. Oh, it's there.
No,
it's there, Lilia.
It's definitely there.
I want to see 175 plus on the bar. Her coach PJ, I know he's probably gonna make that happen. Haley Clayton here. All right, paying attention to platform 3. Haley Clayton, if she gets this lift here at 180 for her third attempt, she will stay in third place. Now, right now, she's trying to chase second attempt, or second right now.
Yep. But she just
Can
needs
she get
this
it?
lift. Just
So this
wasn't there
will.
for the day.
Oh,
Oh,
let's catch her. Thank you, spotters, for catching her. Make sure she is okay. Hannah Peterson, third attempt at 180. If she gets this lift, she'll move from 5th to 4th place.
moving herself up on the podium.
Like I said, one missed lift changes the entire trajectory of who's on that podium and where. So definitely pay attention here to platform 3. Some big lifts, some big things are happening.
Fierce competition.
Platform 4, Savannah York.
Smooth
Smoking.
opener from her. And a nice deadlift from Lauren on platform 2.
Nadia, platform 1.
A fight from Hannah, just couldn't get it up. She will remain in 5th place.
Nadia smoking 160 for her opener. Good lift. All right, here.
Carolyn's marching up for 180 keys for her final deadlift of the session. If she gets this, she will be in a point scoring position in 8th place.
Emily here on platform 2 with her third attempt at 165. Oh, she got it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Tabitha. Tabitha smoking her first attempt at 172.5. Guinevere on platform 1, second attempt deadlift at 125, smoking it.
And we have Gisela coming up on platform 2 later on the board. She's aiming to go from 15th to 9th, sneaking in for a point scoring position.
And top 10, like we said. You're coming to see Nats and you get top 10, that's a good thing to lead with.
Top 10 is huge. Victoria Hove, a great deadlift, going from 12 to 8. Nice job.
Hannah Atoro on platform 3. You're going to want to pay attention to her. She's trying to pull from 6th to 3rd place with a 197.5 deadlift for her third attempt. Oh, looks like
Jennifer Benavidez just changed her attempt, I believe, to 195.
Yep. She's still currently forecasted for second place for Jennifer.
Yep, and then Hannah Ortero, she changed her third attempt back down to 187.5. And if she gets this, she'll be in 5th.
Juliet is trying to pull from 4th to 3rd, but she also did put in 210 for her third attempt. So that'll be a good thing to watch and see if she can hit that top 3. But Janie is currently 5'10" total. No one's touching her. She kind of already has that win locked in the bag.
That is crazy, though.
But a 220 deadlift attempt, that's something you're going to want to see. So you want to hop on over to platform 3 for a second and watch this deadlift battle. Hop on over. Maya on platform 2, deadlifting 180 for her third. All right, guys, if you are tuning into our lifting cast, we're seeing a lot of changes for our third attempt. And like we mentioned earlier, you can change your third attempt deadlift twice, but you only get it twice. That's why very important and strategic for when you want to change that deadlift attempt. So right now, we have Hannah Aturo trying to pull from 6th to 4th at 195. And then, let's see.
Juliet Hartman trying to pull from 4th to 3rd.
Yep.
The competition is really just that close. And like we said earlier, deadlifts is just where it's at. It's where it all matters.
Right. Platform 1, we have Anna with her second attempt at 147.5. Julie on platform 4 for the equipped class at 142.5 for her second attempt.
A solid deadlift from Anna on platform 1.
Alexia, platform 2, deadlift. Third attempt is 180 keys.
Looks like Jennifer couldn't break the floor off that one. And will stay in 7th place.
All right, guys, platform 3 is where you want to pay attention to right now. Hannah Arturo is coming up to the platform for her third deadlift at 195 keys. This will put her from 6th to 3rd place, it looks like on the screen. On LiftingCast, it says 4th, so. Oh, and Hannah gets that with ease. Let's see what the judges say. 2 white lights.
Welcome to the podium, Hannah. But let's defend for our spots, Jennifer.
Giselle.
Here's Gisela up next. She's aiming for points position from 15th to 8th. The crowd is cheering her
Let's
on.
go, Gisela.
They're getting hype with her.
This is your lift, something you've been working for this entire prep. This is all you. Oh, lock it out. Oh, yes. Big scream, big celebration. 2 white lights, good lift for Gisela. Congrats today, good job. Jennifer Benavidez here Or she just went. She did get that lift at 195. She will be second for the for women's raw 67.5. Juliet Hartman right now 210.
So Gisela, she is in 8th for now, but depending on the results of platform 3 and the rest of these lifts, she could drop to 9th.
Juliet Hartman, third attempt, 210. Come on, Juliet. We believe in you. This is all
lift.
you. Miss Deadlift. Let's go. You got it. All you.
You need this.
Up, up. Pull it. Pull it. Keep pulling. Yes. Come on, Juliet. What a pull here on platform 3. And she is good lift.
3.
Insane performance here by Juliet, one of our local Georgia lifters. Such a great performance watching her today. She did hit that top 3 podium. So proud of her. Janie here, going for first, which she's already locked it in, but she is going for a national record attempt at 220, 485, a little bit under her gym PR at 500, I believe she hit back in March, but nonetheless, this is an insane pull. American Raw Collegiate total. This is a total record attempt for the 67.5 class. This is quite the sight to see.
She's just going for a victory lap right now, but if she gets this, then she will be in 510 kilos as her total.
Lilia smoking her second attempt at 172.5, which is her gym max, so I'm thinking 180 is going to be loaded for her third. Janie here.
Come on, let's get this lift.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Easy.
That's hers. That is hers every day. Good lift. Great celebration. She's eating. Quite literally, she did the motion.
1 + 7
Congrats,
equals.
Janie. First is yours. You are the national champion for the 67.5 collegiate women's raw competition.
Janie 8, and she stood on business.
She ate and stood on business. Congrats, Janie. Platform 1, we have a second attempt with 160 for Chow, I believe. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrect.
Now, platforms 2 and 3 have wrapped up their sessions, but if you want to stick around for the award ceremony, then tune into platform 3. That is where the awards will be held. Currently, the Raw Women's rankings are UTSA and Texas A&M tied for first. That could change, with Midland following right behind with UC Irvine, University of South Florida, University of Pittsburgh, Concordia, Boston, William Jewell, and McKendree.
And this competition between the teams of UTSA and Texas A&M is tight. 29-29. Like, you know, it's the matter of a no lift or a good lift. So I'm excited to see which team comes out on top here today.
For sure.
Mia here on platform 1 with her second attempt at 165. Tabitha here with a good lift, or second attempt, excuse me, 182.5 for her second attempt from Purdue. Let's see, is Mia's good lift? Good lift for Mia's second attempt. Tabitha with a good lift for her 182.5. And don't forget that we do have some later sessions on this evening at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. for men's 67.5 to 75 and the women's 75 and 82.5 later today. Stick around for those.
Looks like the crowd is cheering on Taylor Edwards on platform 1 with a big pull of 167.5.
Let's see what the judges say. Two white lights.
She got it.
Oh, good lift on
Platform 4.
Oh, 4, yeah.
From Zakaria. Up next, we have Jenny Wang from Northeastern with 185 keys loaded up on the bar for her.
Sierra here on platform 1, excuse me, with her second attempt at 170 from Trinity University. Jenny on platform 4 with 185 for the equipped class for her second attempt. quite get it. Let's see if she can reattempt that for her third attempt and get there on the board.
The speed off the floor was definitely there.
Yeah,
Here's Sierra on platform 1.
smoked it.
Easy second attempt for her. Lauren Clapp from University of Pittsburgh up next, taking 187.5 on platform 4, with Nadia Valcourt from Cornell on platform 1, taking 172.5 as her second attempt. Solid deadlift from Lauren. Let's see how the judges give it. 3 white lights. Good looks.
We tend to see a lot of bigger jumps here on deadlift because, like squat, we can kind of handle, us as lifters, both men and women can handle those bigger jumps. So we're going to see some big jumps, lift by lift, for these attempts.
Yeah, it's more common to see those 10 or 12.5 kilo jumps. But if we're trying to stay conservative, then we'll try to keep it around 2.5 to 5.
All right, Lauren, second attempt with 202.5 for the equipped class from Midland University.
202.
Let's see what the judges say. Lift is
lift.
good.
And the competition is just as fierce as it was in the raw category as it is in the equipped category, with forecasted first place of Juliana Perez with the current total of 510, but Lauren in second place with a total of 507 right now. Lauren is gonna load up a monster deadlift of 207 to overtake Juliana for that on that third attempt. Quite literally the pull for the win.
Platform 1, third attempts for Emily is 150 on the platform.
Denise finishing strong, 8 for 9 with her final deadlift of 142.5. With Julie Serrano up next with 150 keys. A snappy deadlift from Julie. Let's see how it goes. 3 white lights. And Juliana coming up next, as I did mention, she is a bit lacking behind on deadlifts right now. She is a bit in the middle of the pack, but she's just gonna have to load up something to fare away Lauren later down the line, who's trying to chip over her.
Yeah, if Juliana doesn't get 182.5, it leaves the door wide open for Lauren. So definitely the equipped class we're gonna want to pay attention to here on platform 4. Lauren here on platform 4 with her third attempt of 155. Judges will say 3 white lights. Congrats, Lauren, on your third attempt pull. On platform 1, third attempt for Lillian is 152.5 from George Mason University.
And another thing to note right now, Jenny and Zakaria have the same subtotal right now, but Jenny needs to retake her 185 to get up to 485, whereas Zakaria, she just needs her last deadlift to get to 485. If they both make their lifts, then it's just gonna come down to body weight.
Can Lillian get it? Looks like she got it. Let's see what the judges say here on platform 1. Good lift.
And to add on to the Zakaria-Jenny battle, Looks like Zakaria did weigh in lighter than Jenny. So
Sometimes it all comes down to body weight.
it is going to come down to body weight. So what Jenny's hoping for here is Zakaria to miss her last deadlift.
Savannah here on platform 4. Her third attempt is 170. Oh, easy off the floor and smokes it.
To 13th place she goes.
Good lift. I think she had definitely had more in the tank there for sure. Maybe this was a meet PR.
Probably. Lilia, Georgia native, looking to take 180 kilos, going from 8th to 7th.
This will be a 7.5 all-time PR. And if she guesses, she'll go from 8th to 7th place. Top 10 in the 67.5 class today. Lilia, I'm cheering you on all the way from back here. I'm screaming as loud as I can in the mic without hurting everyone's ears.
Just enough.
Just enough. But Lilia, this is all you. She's an incredibly hard worker. I know she's been wanting this pull for so long. Let's see what she has in the tank.
We know you can do it.
We'll all grinding out 155. Can Lilia grind it out?
Come
Get
on,
it!
Lilia.
Come on!
Get it!
Oh.
Just wasn't there for
That's
the
okay. But Lilia, you put on a phenomenal performance today. 8th place. Incredibly proud of your performance. You should be proud. Her second collegiate nationals here. And I think her last. All right, guys. Platform 4. Juliana needs this pull to remain in first because Lauren is hot on her heels at 5:07. Let's cheer on Juliana here today in the equipped class.
Come on, Juliana. You need
This is
to
all you pull.
You need it.
Oh.
The
So this
door's
does
open.
leave the door open here today for, I believe, Lauren, or Savannah York actually, is going to be attempting to pull from 3rd to 1st here today, putting up a 5:15. So if Savannah doesn't get this, she'll stay at 500, and then Lauren will be staying at 5:07 if Lauren doesn't get her 3rd attempt.
But
So
let's say if they both make it and they both end up totaling 5:15, Lauren does weigh lighter than Savannah. So Lauren will be taking 1st place.
correct, because currently if they both get their 3rd attempts, they're both totaling 5:12.5. Jenny here on platform 4 with 185 for her 3rd attempt. If she is successful, she'll move from 6th to 4th place.
She definitely needs this for a spot on the podium.
Oh, come on, come on.
Lock
Lock it,
out.
lock it, lock it.
Fight it. Yes, it's there.
Let's see what the judges say. No, I do think she did have a little bit of downward motion there at the top.
I definitely saw that too as well.
So
All right,
she's
Savannah.
6th place there.
Savannah is looking to overtake 2nd and 1st.
She will go
for the
from
win.
3rd to 1st place, which is a big pull and a big moment here for the equipped class for 67.5. So let's give all the hype we can. If you're at home, scream at your TV, your computer, wherever you are. Oh, looks like she's asking to not go on the, just pulled off the platform. Let's see what's happening.
It could be an attempt change in progress.
I do think they're out of, I think they might be out of attempt changes. I think they've done it up, all of it.
Oh, it was the wrong lifter that went out.
Oh.
This is Savannah.
Okay, here we go. This is Savannah. Here we go. Savannah, this is your pull for the win. I want you to give it your all.
on.
Oh,
Attack the
oh,
let's go.
oh,
it's
slipping
going
out of her
wrong.
hands. She will remain in 3rd place.
Nice.
So let's see. I
try.
do believe this has got to go to Lauren. I think Lauren is going to take the cake for 1st because she will have 5:07.5 if she misses her 3rd. But if she gets her 3rd, she'll have a 5:12.5 total at 1st place.
Well, she's currently sitting in 2nd, but if she gets her last deadlift, then she will be overtaking 1st of Juliana Perez.
See, Tabitha at 190. There we go.
Strong deadlift from her, moving her from 7 to 13.
Solid third attempt. Let's see what the judges say. Good lift, and she's ecstatic about that. Congrats, Lauren.
Top 15.
Top 15.
Mia marching out to 172.5, pulling for her final attempt from University of Michigan. If she makes this lift, she will be placed in 24th.
Oh, solid pull.
Easily.
Good job, Mia. We just have 3 more lifts here on platform 1, and then that will conclude us with the deadlift portion and with the 67s for that platform.
Lauren Pinmental sticking to her 207.5 deadlift right after these 2 lifters. She's a deadlift specialist for sure. Let's see if she gets it. But first up, we have Lauren Clapp from the University of Pittsburgh. If she makes this lift of 192.5 keys, she will move from 20th to 16th. Let's see if she gets it.
Oh, come on, lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Let's see what the judges say. Can we get it 3 white lights?
It's
Indeed.
a good lift.
Over here on platform 1, our third deadlift at 175. Oh, doesn't quite get it.
Hopefully she's
Her
okay,
spotter
though.
okay to help her up.
Here's Zakaria coming up with 192.5 keys. The bar is loaded. If she makes this lift, she will go from 5th to 1st.
This is 424 pounds. Let's
She
see
needs this.
what she can do on the platform here today in Atlanta, Georgia.
Show them what you're made of. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Pull
Pull
it.
it, pull it.
Pull.
Lock it out, lock it out.
Hold it. Nice.
Wow. Great pull. Good lift. Congrats. Also, she had no baby powder on.
No, she didn't need it.
That's a dog right there.
Yeah, dog for real.
All right, Lauren coming out with the heaviest deadlift and the last deadlift of platform 4 with 207.5. That is 457 pounds. That is insane.
This is the pull that all powerlifters dream of. The pull for the win from 2nd to 1st. She needs this.
If she does not get this, Juliana will take it.
Up, fight.
Pull, pull!
You need it.
Oh,
She will remain in 2nd, unfortunately, and that wraps up platform 4. Stick
Juliana.
around for awards on platform 3.
and Juliana will win excuse me, 67.5 equipped CNATS, Atlanta, Georgia 2024. Congrats.
Congrats to Juliana and congrats
To Janie.
Midland.
Oh, yeah. And Midland. Over here, we're still working on platform 4. Last attempt with Nadia, or platform 1, excuse me, our third attempt at 182.5. Let's leave the platform with a good lift, Nadia.
Come on, Nadia.
Come on, Nadia. Block it out. Oh.
I
Not
misspoke.
quite there today, but she did finish 8 for 9. Great performance there, Nadia. And that will conclude our women's raw and equipped 67.5. What a great performance we saw today. Congrats to Juliana Perez and to Janie Kovacs, or Kovacs. If I'm pronouncing your name, I'm so sorry. Congrats. You guys did phenomenal. Awards are to follow on platform 3, the live stream. So if you're on platform 1, 2, or 4, please hop over to platform 3 to watch awards.
Yep. Congrats to the lifters. My name is Benjamin Quach, signing out.
And my name is Cassidy, signing out.
We'll
Bye,
see you
guys.
next session.
Welcome to the 2024 USA Powerlifting Collegiate National Championships in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. That's A7. This is USA Powerlifting. This is a blood sport. If you want